Alright, and for the record, for the sake of the VOD, oops. Oh, that should be fine. Alright, for the sake of the VOD, last time I ended up getting cut off because I ended up with technical difficulties where I lost internet connection, and so I had to make do. I figured I'd already gone well over 4 hours, but yeah, we're gonna be continuing where we left off last time, and oh yeah, we should. Do I have anything else to sell in here? Smart clasp. Tortilla, not bad. Vampire shoes, eh? Porcelain statue. Rare raincoat. Sacrilege iron. Crystal of light. We really are the warriors of light now. Oh hey, Yukiko. Sorry, I'm gonna be a late start. In a meeting? Gary. Ooh. Well, be sure to focus on that meeting, Yukiko. A stream is nowhere as important as a meeting at work. I apologize for the wait. I mean, it might be less boring, but... The white feather, excellent. The black signature. Feels nice to have some spending money. Hey, did you see the Nintendo Direct? No, I did not, Kavy. I've been actually busy for almost all day today. So I was a bit late jumping into my stream. Ooh. I didn't have much time to look on it. All I know is a couple things announced. New visual novel by Zero Escape and Danganronpa. Ooh, now that sounds interesting. Nice. Judgment Shot, Steel Barrel, Cascade Metal, Claw, Proof of Passion, Claw of Myth, Ayanna, there we go. Treasure Claw. Not sure what that means. Oh, hello, spoiled Moiler. The Zero Escape and Danganronpa were a couple visual novels I covered in the stream last year. And in fact, a little while ago, I did AI the Somnium Files, which was also by the same creators. So to hear that they're coming back is pretty exciting. Hopefully it'll be another murder mystery. I'm very partial to those, which is also why I'm doing Persona 4. Let's go ahead and sell this. I only heard of Danganronpa from Mafia. I see. Stylish kimono. It is, I'm pretty sure. Not sure since it's also a side-scroller somehow. Well, you can basically be a visual novel while also having side-scrolling aspects. I mean, Spiritfarer had a bunch of platforming sections, and some management aspects, but the visual novel aspect was definitely the key part of that game. Tomorrow, looks like it's gonna start raining soon. It might be interesting or funny to someone who's played the game, but Shuichi and are also Mafia members. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, I'd like to hang out with Teddy, but let's go leave the shopping district and... Let's see here. Yasugami High School. Alright. Yukiko is not ready to level up, I don't think. Are you close to leveling up? It isn't ready to advance yet. Crap. Next time then. Now I know Kanji's available on Thursday, so let's see if Kanji's available and if he's about to level up, because if he is, I'd really like to take advantage of that. Ah, here he is. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming to Smash. Ooh, and Mario Golf. Oh dang, we haven't had a Mario Golf game in ages. Wasn't that World's End Climb or something? Yeah, you guys would know. Senpai. I missed the direct. I was busy all day with work and class. We're gonna come closer soon. Alright, what social link rank is this? He's gonna become rank 9! Alright. Let's see here. Alright, well I say let's get the next level of Kanji, shall we?
Yeah!
Sweet. Kanji looks pretty happy. Oh yeah, I remember Splatoon 3 was all over the place. I guess that was the big selling point of the entire direct. I'm glad to hear it had some interesting stuff at the very least. The hill overlooking town. Kanji brought you here saying you wanted to talk someplace quiet.
The other day, I went to visit Dad's grave. It's the first time I went on my own. I had a lot to tell him.
The initial release was the 4th of September of 2020, supposedly. Ooh. They're getting a Switch release this year. Unfortunately, a lot of things have been delayed. Like, I think I mentioned that I saw the announcement for the Final Fantasy XIV expansion. It was apparently supposed to be in summer of this year, but spring or summer of this year, but then the virus hit, and that now it's going to be in fall or winter of this year. Disappointing, but understandable. A lot of stuff's taken a big hit, unfortunately. That was the first time I went to him. I'll tell him. How'd it go?
How was it? Well, I felt like I could finally face him. A little late, though.
Hey, better late than never, right? Kanji's smiling sadly.
Dad told me something right before he died. If you're a man, you have to become strong. Felt like he was telling me I wasn't a real man. Pissed me off. So I changed my looks and pushed myself away from people. Fighting gangs, thinking I was protecting Mom, trying to catch this killer. I thought all that was how I was becoming strong. That I was really making up for all the trouble I caused. I was drunk off my power.
Drunk off power. Yeah, that's an easy mistake to fall into.
But that wasn't it. That ain't what Dad meant. I still don't really get what being strong means, but I'm gonna start by not lying to myself. No more being scared of everyone, hiding my hobbies, staying away from people.
Yeah, Kanji's entire character arc so far has been the fact that he's worried about what he likes versus what's expected of him, without realizing that he doesn't have to choose. If he likes all these masculine things but also like these feminine things, he doesn't have to choose, he just has to be what he likes. That's why I keep joking that I wish I could have taken home ec class for this game. I like to learn cooking things, and I'd like to work on that skill.
Anytime, any place, I'm gonna bust right through as my own self.
Gonna leave a kanji-shaped hole in the wall behind you?
That's the way to deal with that other me in the TV world. As long as there's someone like that snot-nosed kid to accept me, I ain't afraid of nothing.
Time to find more of them, then.
I should, huh? Well, the more people who understand me, the better.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Kanji smiling sheepishly. He felt his charm resolved. Shadow Kanji fights, dirty, indeed. Yeah, the shadow forms are all absolutely disgusting. Well, that's kind of the thing. The shadow forms are all a small part of themselves exaggerated to a ridiculous point. I mean, it's pretty bad with Yukiko too, who her shadow Yukiko acting all stuck up and demanding her quote-unquote prince do everything for her. That was pretty silly. But more importantly, we have ourselves rank 9 Kanji. Your power to create the Emperor Khan has grown. His determination has been enhanced. You can take a mortal blow for you in battle.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put those dolls of mine up for sale at the shop. They were a big hit with that kid and his mom. They called me just to say thank you. I got a kick out of that. Oh, I gotta go buy supplies. I need a jet.
Hey, you know what they say, if you're good at something, never do it for free. You parted with Kanji and went home. You can work at this janitor hospital today. Well, we're definitely saving because I want to save that I have that social link almost max. Got a bunch of rank 9s now. I just need to get them all maxed out. Now, Yukiko is almost done, so... let's see, Chie... Good. Poor Nanako, I won't be able to max hers anytime soon. Ayanna is probably my favorite and least favorite characters. Actually, I was about to think about that now that I'm going through here. Now, Adachi, unfortunately, I never really got a chance to meet up with him, so I haven't done his at all. Let's start from the top, actually. But, not the investigation team. Here we are. Yosuke was the first one that I was able to max out, and it's pretty easy to see why. Basic best friend character, kind of a jerk, but he's there when you need him. Yukiko, I actually held off intentionally because I wasn't sure if I wanted to romance her or not, since there's an achievement that requires I romance someone. I end up choosing to keep it platonic. I'm hoping to max it out before the next dungeon. Margaret requires money. Yeah, so unfortunately I won't be able to raise that too much. I wouldn't mind learning more about her, but Kanji's definitely one of my favorites so far. It's a shame he's not a romance option, but then again, I might not choose him anyway. I'm not feeling too many of the guys this game, but Kanji's definitely closest. But more important, Yosei jerk, what? Guys done a cringe moment, it's pretty epic. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to put it. Well, then again, he does kind of give Kanji a lot of crap. But then again, Kanji does give it right back, so it's not like he doesn't give as well as he takes. Dojima. I knew Dojima would probably figure out we'd be involved with the case in some way, shape, or form. He's pretty bright. Well, that, and if we're honest, all the evidence so far suggests that everyone at the Inaba police station is absolutely incompetent except for him, so he's basically the only person at the police station I think is in any way trustworthy, to be blunt. Rise, I've actually been liking a lot since I've been raising her social income. I kind of wish I did it earlier in the game, but I'm glad to finally get the chance because I've been liking it a lot so far. And I'll admit, I ended up liking her a lot more than I thought I would. Chie is a character I really do like. Not enough for a romance option, but she was one of the first ones I maxed because she was so easy to get along with. I also can't help but notice, when you tell Chie you want a platonic relationship, she just kind of says, yep, but don't worry, you can count on me. While Yukiko kind of finds an excuse to run out of there, and I think that's kind of an interesting contrast between the two. Nanako's the adorable little sister. I will protect her with all of my power. And more if I must protect. Fox has been extorting me this entire damn game. Literally the only reason it's not ranked 10 right now is because the old fishing guy won't tell me about the Guardian so that I can unlock the ability to actually fish it out. I don't know why he's not doing that. Do I need to max my diligence? I already read all the fishing novels he asked me to. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna want to max this out as soon as possible because he is extorting me for money. The only good fox is the Fox McCloud, more or less, I suppose. Naoto. Naoto is probably my favorite of the girls so far, but Rise is pretty close, that's for sure. And the only reason I'm not really sure if I want to romance her is because her and Kanji seem to imply they kind of have a thing together, and I try to think of this from an in-character perspective. Well, my character helped a few other played wingman to get a few other characters to hook up, so you know what? I can't see him getting in the way of Kanji and Naoto's relationship, so I'm gonna get out of that. Fellow athletes, I think that was a pretty good one. I chose the basketball team for Space Jam references, and I thought Koa is trying to deal with the fact that he's an adopted heir versus a blood heir her to the family fortune was a pretty interesting one, especially now they have an actual blood-related child to inherit it to. The old lady. This one I actually really did like. The old lady one finding a purpose and that her story, just because her husband's story has ended doesn't mean that hers is. I seriously thought it would be like the Sun Arcana in the Persona 3 where it would leave me crying, and to an extent it kind of did, but it was actually rather uplifting, and I was really glad I did it. Young mother. Yeah, the young mother having trouble with her son from marriage. This one I need to do more levels with, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it by the end of the game because I need to prioritize the party members at this point because I want their upgrade personas, but yeah. It's pretty clear at this point the mother and the son both want to get along, but they're kind of having trouble connecting, so yeah. Nurse. I needed the money and also, a sexy nurse, so I figure I should go with it. But yeah, the Devil Arcana was actually quite interesting. How she had lost her purpose and then found it again. I mean, she was a little creepy, very much an I need an adult, I am an adult sort of situation, but I'm glad she found herself, especially since she found it before she worked herself to death trying to make herself ignore it. Aya Bihara. She's honestly kind of a jerk, but she's slowly been warming up to others. I like helping her meet those other guys, but I hope she understands if she's not interested in me and wants me to help her find other guys, I'm willing to do that, but that also means I'm under no obligation to wait for her if I find someone I like more than her. Teddy's gonna be done. Teddy's is clearly tied to the storyline, so I'm not worried about maxing his in time. Ayanna is honestly my least favorite so far. Now don't get me wrong, I do appreciate her having a lack of confidence, even to the point of self-sabotage to an extent. I can actually kind of relate to that in a way because, especially when I was younger, I felt like I would, I'm not sure why, I guess part of me wanted to intentionally fail so I could say, see, it wasn't worth the effort after all, just give up, but I just don't feel like she's been nearly as engaging as the other stories. Why is one of the tagged sports games? I'd like to know why it's also listed as educational game. I mean, I guess I can understand visual novel and simulation and RPG, because I really do like how this game, and for that matter, the previous one, Persona 3, managed to mix personal life and its stats versus the dungeon combat and all of its stuff. And it rewards you for balancing them both. Meanwhile, as you can see, I had a bit of trouble in this game because I kept focusing on my social life, but I ended up falling behind a bit in the dungeon areas, which is pretty awful. I think Chie was always interesting. She got me killed several times, so I'm a dummy who forgot to direct control. And it's kind of dumb. However, I liked her more later since she gets immense power. It deserves my respect. Yeah, I get that I like that Chie is kind of blunt. Doesn't really... It's like a freight train. Oh, yeah. She's not quite as... Her stat line isn't quite as min-max as Kanji's, but she does have a really high speed stat, and it's nice that she can act first at any given time. Ah, Marie. Marie's been an interesting character. We haven't really found out anything about her, and apparently she's gotten so depressed she's kind of given up. I actually feel really bad about that, and I kind of want to help her work with that. So, at this point, I'm convinced she's some kind of yokai or some kind of yokai or goddess, based on how Shin Megami Tensei games usually work, but at the very least, even someone who isn't quite human deserves to help find their place if they have trouble finding it. And of course, if she never finds one, she can always make new ones, or at least make new memories. Or at least that's my opinion. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up liking her more as we discover more about her in the last couple, so... Oh yeah, I should see if there's anyone to hang out with. I really want to get these rank 10s because those are the biggest bonuses. On one hand, I do like how this game has the social links with party members so that it feels like you're making a much bigger direct impact on your party. While in Persona 3, they upgraded their personas based entirely on, what's it called? Based entirely on story progress. So on one hand, you could guarantee they'd have their ultimate personas by the time you need them, but on the other hand, it wasn't as easy to get attached to them. No, it was still easy to get attached to them, it's just that since it wasn't tied to the persona, it was tied to story progression, so it was more around, less around the bonds and more about discovering themselves. Naoto's just cool, and I also never bothered with AI since it starts with you asking on a date. Misery with that, as my friends say. I honestly forgot I was the one who took control of the sports team and then just ran off. If that was the case, I probably would have asked her out. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough time to unlock the tower and Hangman, Arcana, social links and get them raised, so unfortunately I'll have to do those on a later playthrough. And I might not stream those. I mostly wanted to do this one as a mostly blind playthrough because, long story short, I Let's Played this game back when it first came out, but it first came out in 2008. And this was even before the Golden, which means I forgot absolutely everything about it, almost. Now, some things like Kanji and Node and Teddy I do know about by pop culture osmosis, but I even forgot who the killer was, so I thought, you know what? Let's do it. It's basically a murder mystery, and I love those.
Senpai!
Oh, hey, Senpai. You're pretty lucky I happened to run you this hour. I just happened to finish helping out the store. She might appreciate talking with you, and we have Raph on our side, so let's spend the evening with Rise. Really? Yay, I get to spend time with you. Rise seems pretty happy. I accidentally tore the sleeve of my uniform the other day. Just when I was cursing my luck, Kanji fixed up with a sewing kit. It came out looking better than it did before I ripped it. I knew he was good, but that's really something. Actually, isn't he a little ahead of me when it comes to girl stuff? Kanji's just too good, man. I wouldn't compare yourself to him.
Huh?
What? That's not... I mean, maybe, but... Fine, you'll see. Just when you least expect it, bam! But have you noticed Kanji's pretty cold to me? I thanked him for the help, but he told me to shut up. Do you think he's embarrassed? Most likely. That's Kanji, after all. You enjoyed your idle chat with Rise. Oh, wonderful. She's ready for the next stage. Oh. I must play Mafia a lot? I don't know what... I actually don't play any... That's one of those social deception games, I actually don't really play those. I don't have very many friends to play those with, and I figure it's probably not as fun with randoms. So, I usually just play whatever comes to mind, honestly, so I don't really have much consistency. I mean, before this game, I believe I was actually playing an indie game called Iconoclasts, I believe. Before that, I played AI The Somnium Files. I think I already mentioned that. So yeah, that's a VN, an action platformer with Metroidvania elements, and now we're on an RPG and life sim game. Lots of variety here. That's for sure. Oh, before I go, give me your hand, Senpai.
I want you to have it, Senpai.
Ta-da! Surprise present. Did I get you? Well, good night, Senpai.
Good night,
He parted
Senpai.
with Rise and went home. Looks like it might rain today. Class event for today. I do not like Rise and Marie. I believe that they are cringe. I guess I can understand that. I mean, I think a large reason I like Rise is because she is open with her feelings. And very outgoing, and I think that's rather refreshing. Because she's just so brazen at times. But yeah. And Marie... I don't know, I guess there's kind of mysteriousness to her, and also she writes pretty good poetry. Have to respect the pretty good poetry. Nanako is in no condition, you must wait for her to recover. I'm guessing that these are the last few days you'd have to save Nanako if you didn't already. Me being me, and as I just said, little sister must protect. I saved her the first night I had the chance. That damn fox extorted me for every yen I had, basically. But it was worth it, I think. Oh, I should see if Naoto is available. I know Naoto is one of the few social links I can actually do when it's raining, so let's see if she's available. She is not. That is kind of a letdown. Voice. What do the voices in my head say? I can report to the fox, go straight home, eat at the Aya, or go to the cafe. Actually, I don't go to the cafe very often. Maybe I should. Let me see, does any of my persona have something good? I'd get evaded ice from White Rider, don't need him. Scotty was actually low-key my MVP in the last dungeon. I wasn't expecting it because I kind of made her on a whim, because as you saw, my Empress Arcana is not very high, but damn, she really crushed everything. I loved it. Lilith. Now, the main thing about her is I managed to get Repel Physical onto her, and that's frankly carried her usefulness for the entire dungeon. Raphael, basic support, healer, and buffer. Pretty solid. I really was glad to have him. Kikurihime, main reviver and also a healer, and also Invigorate 3. Dairahan is probably worth considering, actually, since that's a guaranteed full HP heal. I don't have anything for him. Akakarn is probably not worth it. Light. That's an okay-ish physical attack. Udo boost. Mod is one of my personal favorites in the Shin Megami Tensei franchise. I think since I'm usually a neutral alignment player, I tend to go for a lot of the neutral demons, and since Reaper class demons like Mod are usually really strong, it's easy for me to get attached to them. But I also have fond memories of trying to get him in the MMO. Yeah, the Shin Megami Tensei Imagine MMO. If you've never played it, don't worry, it was absolutely awful. It was another slow-paced, crappy Warcraft wannabe, but dang. I've never played an SMT game. Well, they're basically another monster collecting RPG, with the focus generally being on fusing them into new ones rather than powering up any older ones or evolving. Some of them can evolve in some games, but unless you're after something specific, I usually find it's a lot easier to fuse something that has some good setups, good skills that you want. Garudine. Ooh, Rainy Death, what's that one? Heavy damage to one foe. Siegfried was the one I had gotten after I completed the last dungeon, and he's probably going to be carrying me in the next one because look at that attack power, 61. God's Hand, severe physical damage. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Garuda, I think, is just one I got off a card as a sweet key. I only have them with me to try and help the social links, if we're blunt. Mod I honestly kept longer than I should have. Like I said, he's just a personal favorite to the demons. Besides Persona 4, if we count that. Well, Persona is a bit more lighthearted, but it's still a Shin Megami Tensei game with how it focuses on strategy and such. I think the main thing I like about Shin Megami Tensei games is whenever you run into a difficult fight, it's generally a better idea to fuse yourself some new demons and try a new strategy rather than just grind or level up, because usually a new demon is going to make or a new party setup is going to make a much bigger difference than just a few levels. And that, in my mind, that's a good thing for RPGs. That's strange. It said I had 9 viewers, but then Twitch's thing says I only have 3. Damn it, Twitch! Stop getting my hopes up. I feel bad since I ran the whole way through with Chie, Yosuke, and Yukiko. I've been using Yukiko a lot, but I think in general I tend to favor mages, so that might be why. You know, let's eat at the cafe and get, first of all, Persona, let's equip Kurihime, I think. Yeah, because she gives Dairahan, and I'd like that card available to me. Ooh, the fashion police, you're all under arrest, because hard-boiled look is now in stock. No-nonsense hair veteran detective will surely melt the hearts of even the harsh criminals. Fashion. Oh, this is the... Excuse me, are you searching for a cleaning uniform? It'll look perfect on you, I can't recommend it enough, please buy it. I wish I could... Wow, these are expensive. Never mind. I wanted to look in the cafe, because I do think the cafe might be worth it, given, everything. It says, Owner's Original Blend, 5,000 yen. Obtain a skill card from Kikurihime. Sounds good. Let's get Dairahan. Cafe Chagall inside. Mumon's coffee is as exquisite as last time. Once again, your body is such an overwhelming flavor that your body submits. As you're swept up in a black torrent of flavors, you desperately reach towards something and grasp it. Dairahan obtained from Kikurihime. When a skill card's obtained, the icon disappears. That card cannot be obtained from the same persona twice. Make it, I'm closing up soon. Judging by the current of day, it leaves you lost consciousness. Holy crap, it's really apparently it is powerful if you lose consciousness. Damn. I'm impressed you came again. I'm even more interested in you now. Watching you reminds me of myself when I was young. Yeah, as that hot summer long ago, my brother and I used to cool watermelons in the shrine's well. Ah, but never mind. Talking about the past leads nowhere. Now, you be careful on your way home, boy. You can come back here anytime you like. It's late. You should return home. You can work at the hospital today. That might actually be worth it just for the money, but yeah, I should probably read or work at home. I got knocked out by a coffee potion seller. Require your strongest potions. I've been running mostly magic builds on my character, but as you can see with Pabil Sog and Siegfried, I'm not afraid to go with some physical builds either. What books do I have to read? I only need diligence and understanding, so does anything raise that? I don't need knowledge or expression. I guess office work manual might be better than office work directly, so let's go with that. You begin reading the office work manual. The manual contains useful tips on ways to be more efficient when doing office work. You feel as if this will be great help for when you work at your part-time job. You read your book as the rain splatters against the window. Diligence greatly increased. I completed 2 chapters, but since I have completed hyperspeed reading, but there's still some pages left, you decide to save them for next time. The rain doesn't seem to be letting up this morning. Class have ended for today. Alright, now let's see if any of the indoors things are available today. I think music class, which we don't have. Yeah, band practice is, and Nodo are the only social links available when it's raining. And it seems neither is available for today, unfortunately. Let's go to the shopping district. I did the opposite myself, was punch, but make sure you cover the elements, but just punch and heal your health back. Yeah, mine's pretty much entirely a magic user specialist. Actually, now that we're here... Marie, do you have...
Huh?
Oh, you came? But I can't leave the room now. Apparently I can't leave when my existence is wavering. Whatever that means. I'll be waiting outside when I'm able to go out, so talk to me, okay? But you can't go out right now. A shame. Check social link completion. You're going at quite a clip. Your social links will create your world. Do not forget this. I don't need to... View compendium. Actually, a magician, Ragda. I think it might be worth getting this just for repel physical as another fusion option, so let's do with that. Fuse personas. Actually, what's the forecast look like? Create Nibiros. Alright, what does Ragda make with people? Can't fuse with him? Weird. Ooh, Barong. I'm not high enough level for that, unfortunately. Giri Makala. Ooh, Jadayu. Uriel Leonseed. I've already got Garuda, so no point in that. Ooh, Hariti. Might not be too bad of an investment. Maybe later, though. I haven't gotten the Hangman or Tower Kana, so I can probably throw those out. Ooh. Hell Biker. Beans are usually a pretty good investment. Ooh, the Jinn. Ghost Rider is pretty. Yeah, he is. Based indeed. Yeah, pretty solid physical attacker, but I'm not sure he's going to be as good as Jin. Ooh, resist physical. Dairon. Oh yeah, Kirihime is a healer. Tempting, but I should really finish someone off first. This will be good for now, I suppose. What do the voices in my head say? Straight home, eat at the Aya, or go to the cafe. I guess the Aya would raise my stats a bit. I could also... Or I could go for Garu Dine, since a tier 4 skill card never hurts. Honestly, it probably wasn't worth buying that persona, but frankly, I'd like more with Repel Physical. Chinese Diner. Promotion. Rainy Day Challenge. If you finish this, it's free. So yeah, let's spend time here. Central Shopping District. Chinese Diner Aya. You accept the Rainy Day Special Mega Beef Bowl Challenge. You still can't see the rice. You begin to suspect your bowl is a portal to the meat dimension. The amount of meat contained within this bowl is truly staggering. Alright, you need all stats max, basically. You tried your best to finish, and your personality has grown tremendously. Understanding up, knowledge up, courage up. Ah, too bad, mister. That'll be 3,000 yen. Come again soon. Thank you. I always see you that you eat a lot. Sleeping kids grow tall and eating kids go wide. Not even my daughter, though. Eat, exercise, get plenty of rest. That's the secret to staying healthy. After you finish your meal, you go home. Strange, I thought that would have given the stats I was lacking, but oh well. Meat is the secret to success. Let's finish the office work manual. This should raise our diligence and also make us earn more money from that part-time job. You read the book as the rain splatters against the window. Diligence up. Since you finished hyperspeed reading, you finished. You feel as if your diligence will increase faster and you'll be more efficient at folding envelopes. And I'm pretty sure this is the last day I'd have to save Nanako, but she's already safe. The rain doesn't seem to be letting up. You have the day off from school today. You've done everything you could. Now all you can do is wait for Nanako's recovery. What should you do today? Realize I haven't bought anything from the shopping channel. Ooh, let's go for it. The shopping program. You hear an infectiously cheery song. Here comes Tanaka over the airwaves to you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tanaka's Amazing Commodities, granter of your desires. This is Tanaka's Amazing Commodities, the mail-order television program broadcast live to you. We guarantee your purchase will meet your satisfaction for a fair market price. Now let's introduce the products available for these next 3 days. The Angel Skirt, its mystical power protects you. Oh my goodness, I can't believe its wonderfulness. Diet food, and we got another fantastic Soma. I'll also add an Amarita soda. Yeah, going with Soma for absolute sure, because Soma is this franchise's HP and MP heal. I cannot have enough of those. You bought the Soma and Amarita soda. Wow, we sold our entire stock. Thank you so much for your participation in today's show. Today's sale's over, but you'll get another chance for 3 days starting next Sunday. See you around on this channel. You hear the catchy song again. Here comes Tanaka, over the airwaves to you. The shopping program has ended. You turn off the TV. Let's check the voices in my head, see what they're saying to do. Work at home, read at home. Yeah, I can't go to anyone else, I don't think. So you know what? Let's work here. And let's make envelopes. You intently made an envelope. You quietly focused on this dull task. Diligence up. And since you finished office work manual, you finished more thoroughly. You earned 3,000 yen. Not bad, not bad.
And now the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
It seems the fog will set in. How much yen is 3,000? Let me try. Yen to USD. So 3,000 yen is about 30 US dollars, according to the Google. So actually not bad for a night, for a whole day's work. I mean, it's boring work, but dang if it doesn't get the job done. Watch the Midnight Channel? Yes. We saved Nanako the first day we got the chance, so she's safe, but it's midnight. It's pretty good. You could get Halo for only 10 bucks more. Oh yeah, the Halo collection came out on Steam recently, didn't it? And yeah, only 40 bucks. I'm not really into FPS games too much. I mean, I'm not against them, though. I used to play Team Fortress 2, Overwatch, a bunch of others like that, but I don't really play any of them anymore, unfortunately. I guess if I had friends to play with, I probably wouldn't be afraid to, but most of them have moved on to other things as well. Here it is. The fog has set in, hasn't it? Yep, the fog set in. No one's appearing on the Midnight Channel. Nanako has been rescued and you were able to arrest the culprit. There's probably no need to watch the Midnight Channel anymore. Yep, I only used to play FPS games. It was terribly awful of them. Yeah, I was pretty terrible too. What? Yeah, but I guess what matters is you have fun, whether with friends or randoms, and that's what matters. I don't regret the time I spent with them. I definitely had a fun time, yeah. Fog is covering the town. But is that mysterious person showing up? We might actually be safe now. Fingers crossed. Now I play Halo and Destiny 2, which I'm okay at, but around last year I played through my first JRPG, this one. Oh well, hope you liked it. I've been playing the mainline Shin Megami Tensei series for a while, but a lot of them weren't available in English until very, very recently. And even then, I didn't play too many of the Persona games other than 3 until now, so this is basically a blind playthrough. The fog from yesterday is still here this morning.
Oh, there he is!
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
The front page's headline, the article says that Namatame has regained consciousness. Today before dawn, the suspect Taro Namatame, who's been confined to a local hospital, regained consciousness. In response to police questioning, he testified that he is sorry for what he has done and was scared. From here on, the police are hoping to solve the case based on the suspect's depositions.
So it's finally over.
That's what I hope.
Yeah, seriously.
There's still a question in the air, though. No, Teddy said that the Midnight Channel doesn't actually get recorded by anybody, it just kind of happens. So, whatever causes it is not something the killer had control over. He just happened to use it to decide who he needed to go
I
after
wish we
next.
could have done it sooner.
However, we also never knew what he said he was protecting people from, exactly. But I suppose not everything
Isn't the
can be
fog
solved
kind of
easily.
thick this morning? And it's so chilly.
I was gonna say you're the only one wearing a thick jacket, Chie, but then I remembered, yeah, you're not. You just have the skirt. I imagine your legs are probably frozen.
It rarely gets this cold in November.
Oh, it's you guys. Perfect timing. I just got a call from the hospital. They said that starting today, it's okay to visit Nanako-chan.
So she's getting a little better. Thank goodness.
Oh, is that today's paper? So you already know about him.
How's Namatame doing?
He's regained consciousness, but it's hard to say. He's still mentally unstable, but we're slowly piecing together a story. This is still a secret, but I guess it's okay to tell you guys. You know that diary we found? There were entries about Miss Yamano and Miss Konishi in it. Looks like Namatame had been making advances on Miss Konishi.
That son of a bitch!
Sheesh, given the age difference, that's horrible.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the hospital now. Dojima-san's recovering too, so I need to go over a few things about this case with him.
That's good. I knew he'd recover, but there's no way simply crashing a car would deal him too much significant lasting damage, but...
Yosuke,
Sorry, I'm alright. Namatame's been caught. He can't hurt anyone now. But forget him. Let's all go visit Nanako-chan after school.
of course! Let's tell the others once we get to school.
Early morning. Just remember, the finals are next week. How are your studies going? Though you may be very busy with your studies, make sure you keep up your personal grooming. Every year, some boys come stumbling into class with stubble on their chins. Of course, our 5 o'clock shadow is more a 5-day shadow. Speaking of facial hair, some nations used to impose a tax on facial hair. In 18th century Russia, they also had a hat tax, bath tax, laundry, chimney, and more to fund the military. Those sure were taxing times. Oh, be sure to take this down. Well, the American Revolution had a lot of taxation before then. I mean, the whole reason the whole Boston Tea Party happened was because basically everything was taxed because Britain had just been in a war with France, and they decided, let's have the colonists pay for it. And so that was basically, tossing the tea over was basically a way of protesting. You never know what'll be on the test, just like you'll never know what'll be the tax next. Listen to the lecture intently. My knowledge is already maxed, but it should be fine. We've had our knowledge maxed for quite some time now. It's awesome. And also...
Nanako, everyone's here to see you.
less taxes, the more stake, so I guess some people have the right idea. Indeed.
Big bro.
Talking still seems painful for her. Nevertheless, she looks happy.
Dojima-san! Ugh, how many times does this make it today? I understand that you're worried about your daughter, but you still need your rest too.
Yeah, you were kinda in a car accident, man. You should be taking it easy.
Sorry.
Honestly, I'm surprised he's up this quickly after getting in an accident that rough.
Are your injuries that bad?
Well, my wounds have just closed up, and it seems I have a couple of fractures as well.
I'm sorry. I'll wheel him back to his room immediately.
What are you apologizing for?
It's almost time for your checkup, so make sure you're back in your room before then.
Big bro.
Nanako. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Nanako closed her eyes with a relieved expression. I'm not father yet, so I don't understand, but anyone will likely do the same. When I have a child of their own who needs ribs. That's right. She seems to have fallen asleep. You received an explanation concerning Nanako's condition from the doctor.
Her condition is stable for now, but I never thought I'd say this as a doctor, but we still can't figure out the cause of Nanako-chan's symptoms. That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to alleviate her current pains.
So something affected her in there that we don't know about.
But she's not in danger anymore, is she?
Yeah, that's the
She's
important
regained
thing.
consciousness, but we can't let our guard down yet. All we can do for now is to monitor her condition closely.
Adachi, how's it going with Namatame?
Well, he's awake now, but he's in no condition to tell us anything useful.
So he's in the
We
same
only get
condition,
a little
sounds
time
like.
each day to interrogate him, so we're stuck until his strength recovers.
It's unfortunate, but we do need to take our time, I guess. His health is important, if only to be able to know if we have everything with this case truly
I
closed.
see. I should get back to work as soon as possible.
Think she's having iron deficiency or a virus? It's entirely possible. We don't know what that other world has exactly. I've got my pet theories on what it is on what exactly the other world even is, but until we know for sure, it's hard to say what happened to her in there. Especially since apparently Namatame he fused with his own shadow or something. Yeah. I was figuring the person behind this was probably a Persona user, and I guess that was kind of the case since he apparently summoned his shadow into his own body or something when we fought him.
Hopefully by then, Nanako will be out of the hospital.
I think Nanako-chan can get more peace and quiet if she stays here.
Yeah, it's true.
It's so foggy out, and there's been some weird rumors going around. Seems like no one knows why there's so much fog in town.
Fog's only gotten thicker, yeah.
It's true. The number of patients complaining about fog-related health problems has increased, which is quite unusual.
Is the fog poisonous?
I can't say for sure that it has no effect on the human body. It certainly could be a psychological effect. People's anxiety over the fog could cause problems.
That is actually a legitimate thing, by the way. If you think something is going to be dangerous, your anxiety can cause you to exhibit similar symptoms. If he's a Persona user, why didn't he use his Persona to attack you? I'm not... Well, he might have. Like I said, he seemed to go... He was clearly in human form when we met him, but then he shifted into shadow form, which almost implied he had some sort of powers, but I guess I might be thinking too much of Persona 3, where you... to avoid spoilers, you had a rival Persona user, basically.
But as far as the fog's chemical makeup, well, that's not my field, so I can only speculate. What concerns me is that transportation of our medical supplies has been delayed due to the fog.
That's definitely a much more pressing issue. Oh yeah, and that does remind me, speaking of interesting things the game's actually correct on, way back when we first got Mitsuo, who, Adachi mentioned that he didn't realize they could get fingerprints off fabric. I looked it up later, and apparently that's actually true. They actually can. It is fully possible to get fingerprints off of clothing fabric. And I thought that was pretty cool. Well, I'm glad they did their research when doing the forensic science stuff for this game. I like little
Fog-related
details
health
like that.
problems. Well, that's just ridiculous.
I mean, it's small, but it gives the impression that they really did care about the kind of story they were trying to tell, you know? That's why I like to point out when little things just seem to get my attention. Sure, it's not a big deal, but it gives the implication the devs really did care, and I like that stuff.
Anyone who says that is just blowing smoke.
I hope that's the case, Dojima. I'd really hate for something even bigger to be going on here. Nanako has somehow regained consciousness, but it seems it'll take more time for her to recover. Namate's interrogation has finally begun. The fog that won't lift people's health problems. For now, it seems you can only watch and wait to see how things turn out. I guess we should really pay attention to the Midnight Channel then, because if something goes on, there may be something else going on.
Isn't this weather strange? How could it be lasting so long?
I've never seen anything like it.
I wonder what's causing it. It's so creepy. I heard that a friend of mine's son got sick from the fog and collapsed.
Yeah, there's been a lot of reports of people getting sick from the fog, and yet there doesn't seem to be any evidence the fog itself is actually doing anything. Then again, we are also Persona users, and we established from the start that means we follow different rules than anyone else.
You know how sensitive children are to that sort of thing.
I heard something too. They say an old man was driving through the fog and got into an accident.
Well, to be fair, that doesn't require the fog being supernatural in any fashion. But the roads really can get covered like that, and that actually scares the hell out of me, if we're completely honest. That is, when the roads are all foggy like that and I can barely see anything. Because I need to travel, obviously. Yeah. But it's hard to see anything, and anything could happen. No.
What? Did he lose control?
If it was cold out, he might have even hit black ice. Ooh, now that's very scary to have to deal with. I have run into that plenty often.
Well,
is
he'd
not
never
fun,
been in
to
an
say the
accident or
least.
even gotten a ticket before, so something seems off. Isn't that scary?
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
By the way, I heard this fog we're standing in right now is poisonous. Isn't that interesting? You're saying that, and yet it never dawns on you to go inside.
Do you think it's, because of that global warming thing?
Well, that can cause extreme heat or extreme cold, so it's... But I don't think it shouldn't cause poison. If it's poison, that's something else entirely.
This town's changed a lot over the years. I wish the government would step in and do something about this.
Oh, I agree completely. If we're going to pay taxes, I expect the authorities to do their jobs.
This fog is poison! It's a gas filled with viruses!
Oh crap, it's another one of those guys where the world is doomed in next year, and then it just continues being next year until he's right, which will say, come on, I told ya.
Don't inhale the fog, or you'll die!
He's not the first one like that I've seen lately.
Poisonous gas, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's not true.
After all, if it was, we'd be dead right now.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
Oh my. I think I'm coming down with something.
Oh, that's just because the person brought it up.
You can't be serious. Oh, that's right. I needed to do some grocery shopping. Well then.
Business has been so slow lately.
Maybe Rise's grandmother has heard some interesting rumors lately. Ooh, the vegetables are done. Harvest the vegetables. Sold tomatoes, saved my rear end. Ooh, let's go with the melon seedling. Never hurts to have some more Soma-like items. These take ages to grow, but it's worth it. It's not raining, right? So yeah, I can hang out with, work at home, spend time with Rise. Ooh, I can spend time with Kanji. Kanji's close to maxing out his persona, so let's do it. Shopping district. The music outside is different. That's Ko. I've already maxed his social link, so... Seems fine to me. Don't know what you're talking about.
What you doing?
Hey, what's up? Reminds me of the first time the haze got really bad here. I'm just hanging around, both talking if you want. He seems bored. Let's spend time with Kanji.
Yeah!
Yo. He's already close to maxing out, so let's do it.
Wow.
I wanted to see Kashiwagi, but something happened. I mean, she warned me about the obvious stuff, but after she was done with that, she went on this thing about how buff I was. That's all it was. I went in there thinking I was gonna get expelled, so it kinda caught me off guard. Wonder what that was all about. I have no idea either.
You're right.
Right. Well, I guess it's over now. He seems relieved. I mean, how come she just call you guys out? It's not fair it was just me. You enjoyed her chat with Kanji. It's gonna be maxed. Oh yeah, you want some of this? I can't get enough of
I
it.
want you to have this.
Catch you later. We're gonna max out Kanji.
Later.
You part with Kanji and go home. No, I can't but notice the fog is nothing but fog from here on out. You overhear the students talking. Weather's been really weird lately. What's up with all this fog? This fog looks like it's gonna stay here forever. But I heard it's nothing to worry about. That's what the guy on TV said. I also heard it's poisonous, very toxic. Nobody even knows why it's toxic. Man, just think about how toxic it is makes me feel ill. I should probably stay at home. Cough. You're just too lazy to take the finals beginning next week, aren't you? It's seriously too cold now. Such a painful season if you got back pain. Ooh, see? Speaking of back pain, there's a deity that makes your back hurt. It's a titan named Atlas. Did you know about him? He's often depicted carrying the earth on his shoulders. And it looks really heavy. Man, makes me hurt just looking at it. And atlases are also used in geography class. You know what they are? Well, Soji, who doesn't look like he knows the answer. What's an atlas? It's a map. Book of maps. Very good, yes, it's a book of maps. Mercator's Book of Maps feature a large picture of Atlas on the cover. Now know the spelling. It's spelled Atlas, okay? I mean, how else would you spell it? I mean, there's always, ow, my back! You gave the correct answer. Class have ended. The police have probably begun to question him. It's gonna take a while. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes. Now I forgot, is hers ready to max out? Hey Soji, do you want to go somewhere? Isn't ready to advance yet, damn it. Oh, I see, goodbye then. Alright, is Kanji in the practice building? I don't think he's available until Wednesday or Thursday, but if he's available now, that'd be wonderful. No, he is not. And Risei's not available either. It's going to town. Feels weird not having the regular music. I guess this is probably the main sign that the game is beginning to wrap up its story. Dang it. Well, there's Kanji if I need him. And of course, Marie's not available. I do need to max out the Aeon as well. Oh, it's Kanji's mom. Ah, Soji-kun, may I help you? About Kanji. He isn't home yet. Oh yes, I was thinking about giving this to my boy. What do you think? A work shirt. I'm sure he'd be embarrassed to get it from me. Why don't you give it to him instead? I'm sure he'd wear the powers from you. Working clothes. I'm glad you're such a wonderful friend to my son. Well, Kanji's definitely going to be maxing out soon, so I absolutely have to make sure he's around. Spend time with Naoto, San, Nanako. Springs with Kanji. Well, let's spend time with Naoto, because I'd really like to max hers out. And hers is probably going to take some of the most work.
Senpai?
Oh, I don't know what to say. If you don't mind, I'm free today. It's not ready to advance yet. Alright, let's just spend time. Yes, please. Naoto looks pretty happy at least. Sucks to eat a day with this, but I think it's going to be worth it, because Naoto really does need the boost. Central Shopping District. You spend time conversing with Naoto. Your relationship will come closer soon. Oh, wonderful. It feels like Naoto's goes by a bit faster than the others, so that's good. Tutoring job, reading at home, spend time with you. I should probably work on my diligence stat, so let's... Beep beep. Hey, it's me, Yosuke. Wanna hang out tomorrow? Sorry, man, you're already maxed out. Alright, see you some other time. Yosuke, hang up. I probably should have held off on Yosuke a bit, but he was easy to max, so I figured I should. Let's work. Make origami cranes. Or make envelopes. Let's make envelopes. You focus, quiet lens, dull task. Diligence up. Diligence again. Oh, it doesn't even ask me any questions. Interesting. Today's Labor Appreciation Day, so the day off. All you can do now is wait for the events to unfold. Let's go outside until evening. Oh, hey. Hey there, you need some seedlings? Barrier corn, please. Good luck with it. I do not need wheat because I already have plenty of lockpick. I don't need any lockpicks. Go into town? Yes, please. Central Shopping District. Resays about it's Marie! You know what? Are we going in? I'll go too. Regenerate 2 media. Give skill cards. Diarahan. Sure. Or skill cards. Oh, right. I need to go to... Man. Alright, check on the dwellers. Marie's request. Oh, you're here. Marie looks depressed. You feel redeepened. Oh, sounds good then. Let's spend the day with Marie. Okay. Marie nods slightly. Hey, about last time? Don't worry. I want to talk aside. Decided to take Marie out on a date. The hill overlooking the town. You brought Marie here. She's surprisingly quiet. The fog has enveloped the area.
It's foggy today, too.
Marie is constantly bothered by the fog. What's bothering her?
I'm actually scared that I can't remember anything. Everything about me is borrowed. Everything is just on loan from that room. If I return what I borrowed, I won't have anything left.
Yeah, I get it. She feels like she doesn't really have a place in life. She doesn't have a, yeah. Let me check something here real quick. I forgot she's one of the... Oh, she is romanceable. Interesting. I'll think about it, but for now, let's see what she has to say.
The name Marie, this body, this voice, they'll all fade away.
Interesting. Oh, so the Velvet Room gave her her name, body, and even her own voice.
I feel like that's what'll happen to me. So I thought, if only I could at least remember something.
So is she like one of the personas, where she's basically, well, no, the personas themselves are shadows of a type. Interesting. Well, I do remember from Persona 3, the Velvet Room, anyone who visits the Velvet Room goes on a journey of self-discovery, and the people who work in the Velvet Room are not exempt. Rest assured, it's not a major spoiler from the game at all. In fact, it only really it's only really relevant to one particular side quest, but it does remain relevant here. It actually retcons some stuff from Persona 1 and 2, and I thought that was pretty cool. And it does make sense and explain why the room is constantly changing. In Persona 1 and 2, it was kind of a private club, a piano, a singer, while Igor and the others were at a table with chairs and all that. So, like I said, it's kind of like a private club. But in Persona 3, it was an elevator with Igor and the attendant being like elevator attendants. And in this game, it's obviously a limo of sorts. With Margaret and Igor being like a limo drivers and such. And in Persona 5, it's supposed to look like a prison due to the themes of that game.
But I couldn't figure out anything. It's really scary. Maybe I don't have any real memories to find.
Well, you can always make new ones if you don't think there are any. Ooh, that's a nice view.
Hey, is this that one place? We came here after eating the steak skewers.
Yes, it is, actually.
It really is nostalgic here. I don't know why, but it feels like I've known this scenery since a long time ago.
Alright, so I think my theory that she's some sort of yokai, Japanese yokai or goddess makes sense.
And yet, the fog erases it all. You can't see anything.
I can't help but notice all of Marie's scenes seem to tie into whatever happened at the story at a certain point. Would this have been different if I did her rank 8 before I had gotten to the fog scene here, or would it play out more or less the same? I'll have to look that up later, because I know I can't look that up without finding out who she really is.
Take me there again sometime, okay?
Sounds good to me. Hey, that's a memory in of itself, by the way.
Of course I remember, you stupid jerk-faced twerp. I remember. It's a memory.
That's right. If you can't find your old memories, we'll make new
A
ones.
memory of you and me. Huh. Yeah. I remember. I feel stupid now. It feels incredible.
Marie closes her eyes as if reminiscing on something.
Hey, can we make more? More memories?
Well, that's up to you, isn't it?
Jerk. Make them with me. Please. I want to make them with you. I don't have to hurry, huh? Even if I don't have memories, I can make more.
That's right. That's what I was hoping I could tell her before the social link story ended.
Thank you. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm happy.
Marie is cheered up. Rank 9 Marie. And I do want to note, since this is number 20, that means Aeon is done in place of the world. So Marie is basically the world social link. I think that's pretty neat. I believe the Aeon is replaced with the world in certain tarot decks because some of them replace the world with the universe or the Aeon, and some of them in general get replaced like that. Marie social link is level 9. Your power to create the Aeonicon has grown.
Still, you really are a weird person. You're so busy and yet you still take time to take care of me. Why do you do that?
Marie looks at you with anticipation.
Why?
Alright, now this is a bit of an interesting choice here. As you saw when I went through the social links before, I wasn't really feeling too many of the girls in general. Rise is probably the last one, but she's nowhere near rank 9. You know what? I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna romance Marie.
That's a lie. I won't believe just words.
Hug her. Alright then, let's let this tell you.
Don't scare me like that, jerk. I hate that part of you. I really hate it. I thought I hated it.
You can feel Marie's heart pounding. Hug! Yeah. I gotta be honest, I never realized I didn't think I'd be choosing Marie in the end, but then again, I didn't even know she was romanceable, but you know what? I think this feels right. Hey, considering from the in-character perspective, he's been helping his buddies connect with everyone else, but Marie's the one he's been needed help especially himself, because she's the only one who can interact with him. He's the only one she can interact with since he's the only one who can enter the Velvet Room. So I think this actually makes a lot of sense from a story perspective. There's no turning back. The relationship has become intimate. Achievements unlocked.
I gain another memory. Hey, stay like this for a little while longer, so that I won't forget. It's okay, right?
Of course. After spending time with Marie, you escort her back to the Velvet Room. Yeah, I think from from the in-character's perspective, this romance makes the most sense to me. Oh, you hear someone at the front door. Oh, my order for Soma came. Nice. I think that was worth it. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. I wasn't feeling any of the other girls in that sort of relationship, but Marie was there. Marie was willing. Let's go. Alright, we're officially hooking up with Marie. Now let's see if anyone's available to hang out with. We do need to hang out with Nodo. So... Oh right, I need Fortuna. I need to... Let's drop, Amane. Might need to do multiple fusions, I guess, but... Oops, Actually, I should probably see if I have any, three-way fusions available. Let's see what those are available then. The music in the outside almost sounds like something out of, Ananta. This is actually a Fortune Arcana. Cardicea, nah. Alright, so let's see here. Ragda, Mott, and Neighboros, Hermit. Ooh, Mind Charge. What's he weak to? Elec and Light. Oh, that cost me Siegfried. I can't do that. Mother Harlot. Interesting. What kind of stats does Mother Harlot have? You could fuse him again and then grab him again, that's true. It gets really expensive if I do it too many times. Ooh, I can give her Resist Wind. Alright, so Repel... Maybe not Lilith. Pablsog. I don't need Pablsog anymore now that Kanji is at max 10, so let's look at this one then. What stats does she have? She's mostly magic, so let's stick to magic. Agidyne, Murun, Repel Physical, Resist Wind. I don't need Agidyne on her, so let's go with Resist Physical, Resist Wind, Invigorate 2, and Growth 2. Mudo Boost is a bit tempting since she has Mumadoon, but I think Growth 2 might be better in the general sense. Oh yeah, she learns on her own anyway, so... Excellent, Mother Harlot. Hi, Mother Harlot, I'll show you some of my own power. One level is better than nothing. Now, does Mother Harlot make anything interesting? Hanged Man Hellbiker. Ooh, Byakko. Thor. I'm definitely gonna have to consider Thor once I get a bit further into the game. Hariti. Nidhogg. Alright, let's go ahead and buy back Fortuna because we need to get Fortune. Here are Fortuna. Alright, now let's hang out with our buddy, Nodo.
Senpai!
I hadn't expected you this hour. I came to check at the bookstore, but it seems I'm a little too late. Would you like to stay here and chat? Let's spend some time with Nodo. Thank you. Well then, Nodo seems pretty happy.
Excuse
You live
me.
with Dojima-san, correct? He's an interesting man. My first impression of him was your typical hard-boiled detective. When the police officials and I were in disagreement on their methods, he was the only one to put in a word for me. In the end, my advice was still ignored, but I won't forget that he tried. He cares about the truth.
Yes.
Yes, he's a rarity amongst the police. There was no incentive for him to help me either. I believe he's making a serious effort to solve this case. Miluch senpai. Aha, you and he are indeed quite similar. Naoto is smiling gently. The Shirogane family has close ties to the police, but the relationship is sometimes overshadowed by conflicting interests. That's why it's helpful to have detectives like Dojima-san around. Then again, in his case, you enjoyed your idle chat with Naoto. You feel your relationship has grown stronger, and it could become stronger soon. Excellent.
Oh!
Oh, I should be getting back. I didn't mean to keep you for so long. I have a gift for you. You should have it if you're ever feeling hungry. Antibiotic gel. Well then, let's go home.
Good night.
You saw Naoto off and went home. Thursday, we gotta hang out with Kanji. We gotta max out his persona. You overhear the students talking. I can't even see the sky in all this fog. I don't like this weather. Why? I'm fine with it. Some people say it's poisonous, but I don't feel bad at all. You're worrying too much. Just imagine the town's supposed to be like this from the very beginning. Pretend it's natural. You say so. More students are calling in sick. But then again, I guess it's nothing unusual. Come on, it's a week before finals. Of course they're all calling in sick. If anything, I'm surprised there's no senior skip day for them. I remember in high school, there was, for senior skip day, the teachers apparently gave up trying to stop them. They just said, to warn you—
Senpai!
Oh, senpai, what's up? They basically said, just to warn your students, some of you cannot afford another unexcused absence. And left it at that. Senpai, what's up? You're not doing anything, are you? You know what? Let's do it. Yeah, that's right. Let's meet up at your place, okay? Got a lot of stuff to bring. He's coming to your house after school. Here we go, maxed out Kanji. Maybe I should go home for today. The fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? Bad news is I can't go home yet, though. The crushing reality of being a full-time employee. Days like these, I want to spend all my days coming home. Back with Curry Udon. Welcome back, Ukyo. We're about to max out Kanji's social link. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's easy to count when you use a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Numbers with the geometric position are more difficult to count by. Your sequence is even harder to count by. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Can you answer this? What is the sequence called? That is a Fibonacci sequence. Yep, that is Fibonacci. Good to know you're studying. Fibonacci is defined by starting with 0, then 1, then all numbers the sum of the two before them. Yep, I remember Fibonacci. I wouldn't dream of having my money grow in isogeonomic progression, but at the very least I can wish for a Fibonacci growth. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. My husband's been acting weird lately. Not that we've been fighting, but he's been going on now how fog is poisonous. I'm depressed. Let's continue lecture. What's senior skip day? I dropped out of kindergarten. Well, basically it's near the end of the final semester of school for the seniors, so they decided just to skip school that day to have a fun time before or the big tests and all that. You have no choice but to wait until the situation. You already made plans with someone, so you should go soon. That's right, we're gonna meet with our buddy Kanji. Your room. You brought Kanji here as insistence.
Sorry for barging in like this. I thought it'd be a good place. Oh, first though, there's one more thing I figured out. Rise stopped by our store the other day. She said the dolls were cute, so I told her I made them. Then she said that was creepy. Kinda stung, but I kept on showing her the other stuff I made. And in the end, she said, maybe you're an amazing guy after all. Pissed me off the way she said it, but that aside, I get it now. This is what he was talking about.
Oh, your dad.
Just been throwing in the towel all this time. Of course no one could understand me. I've been keeping my distance out of fear. So I decided that I'd do things my way, no matter how tough. But it ain't just about hanging out with guys who understand you and telling the rest to get bent. You gotta make an effort if you want people to understand you. I wasn't even trying. Not just about my hobby, but like, when the police suspected me, it didn't even cross my mind to try to tell them my story. I let them think whatever they want.
Well, if we're talking about the Inaba Police Department in general, I don't think that would have helped Kanji, but your point still stands.
And because of that, you, Ma, and that kid all got dragged into it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's probably the bigger one.
I didn't put in the slightest effort to try and make them understand. It's easier for me to act tough.
Yeah, I mean, even if they had refused to believe you and kept arguing, that's on them because they didn't believe you. Kanji's smiling wryly.
So from now on, I got 2 rules. Rule 1, be myself. Rule 2, get people to understand me. I want you to have this, Senpai.
Cute strap.
This thing's me being me. Now I can say it straight out. That other me is me.
It worked. Kanji's strong will that allowed him to accept and overcome his weakness has awakened his heart's true power. Has awakened his true heart's power. His persona has been reborn. Take Mikazuchi has transfigured into Rokutan Mao.
This? For reals? I get it. So I've become a little stronger, huh? You're my hero, dude. And my best bud.
You can sense his straightforward feelings. You can feel a tight bond. You've done it. Rank 10 Kanji, the Emperor. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. These genuine bonds shall be your eyes with which to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Odin, the ultimate form of the Emperor Arcana. You have mastered Kanji's social link. The power to create personas of the Emperor has hit maximum. You've forged a bond that can never be broken. By mastering the Emperor social link, you can now fuse Odin, the god of the storms, and wisdom, and quite a few other things, actually. Kanji's growth of heart has affected his persona as well. Evade wind. Honestly, I don't think a Lek boost is worth it, given he's a dedicated physical character, so you know what? Let's do this.
So as far as getting other people to understand me,
The All-Father. Yep, that's... yeah, Odin's called the All-Father for a reason.
today I'm holding the Oven Mitt Puppets 101 class right here. Don't worry, even you can do it. It'll be real cute. Believe me.
Spent more time than you planned with Kanji. It's gotten dark, so you say goodbye to him. That was I love that one. It's definitely... Kanji's definitely been one of my favorite social links so far, that's for sure. Shopping district. Let's see, who do I want to hang... I guess Risei's probably a good option, yeah, actually. Spend time with Risei. I could also read at home, but no. Risei. We also have Raph with us, so Raphael should make sure we get some good points with her. Yay, I love to spend time with you. Risei seems pretty happy. You enjoyed your idle chat with Risei. You feel your relationship has grown stronger, and it could become stronger soon.
Aw, too bad.
I wanted to stay and talk some more. At least I can give you this for saying goodnight.
I want you to have it, Sen.
Not bad. I hope it helps, even if a little bit. Alright, good night.
Good night, Senpai.
You parted with Risei and went home. The old Japanese calendar had different names for the months. September is Nagatsuki, October is Kanatsuki. The weather feels like all the gods have gone away and left us since last month. Fog's nasty, isn't it? It's like being wrapped up in gauze. In Egyptian money or something. Of course, if my house was as nice as one of the ancient pyramids, I probably wouldn't complain about it as much. But mummies are already dead, so they don't have to worry about it. You, however, have tests coming up. And if you failed the last exams, you have even more cause for concern. I don't want to see you haunting these halls. So then, Soji, I've got a question for you. There are over 130 ancient pyramids in Egypt. Do you know who's buried in the biggest one? It is not Tutankhamun or Cleopatra. I may have to look this one up. Let's see here. This one is Khufu. Giza. I thought so too, but no, it's apparently Khufu. That's right, the Great Pyramid is the tomb of Great Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops. Oh, we were Tutankhamun. Yeah, as famous as King Tut is, I know he doesn't have the biggest one. It took over 20 years to build and was the tallest man-made structure in the world for almost 4 millennia. I'm gonna put this question on next week's test. I hope you all luck on graduating to the next grade. Study hard. Give the correct answer. Your knowledge increased.
Senpai.
You come with me after today? King Tutti Frutti, indeed. Alright, let's spend time with... what's the social link rank? Ooh! So we're gonna go with rank 8 then. So this is Fortune rank 8. Okay, here we are. Let's spend time with Naoto.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell the truth, I had received information about the Phantom Thief. I'll come back you up later. We decided to spend the afternoon with Naoto. Class event for a day. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes. You may recall you made plans with someone. You should get going. Central Shopping District. The fog has enveloped the area. You came with Naoto's search for the Phantom Thief based on the information she gathered. I have learned that in the recent days, a suspicious man has been spotted around the shopping district. He isn't a local and his appearance doesn't mark him as a tourist or shopper. I talked to the owners and she said that she saw the man only a few hours ago. She confirms the same man who bought the card. If that's true, he's likely looking for the next hiding place for one of the stolen items. We may be able to catch him in the act. Oh, what's the correct answer for this one? I feel kind of sad.
Huh?
Oh, you too? The detective I dreamed of becoming as a child. I feel like that's what I am now. A wry smile is on Noda's face. If my deductions are correct, there are 2 remaining things the Phantom's Thief has stolen. And if so, I'm quite certain he's going to hide that one. Perhaps he is... Anyway, where could he hide something unnoticed? I have an idea. Let us go, Senpai. The Tatsuime Shrine. The fog has enveloped the area. Your... man-branch knife. This requires a specific one, doesn't it? Let's run.
Senpai!
There's no need for alarm. That knife is a toy. Wait, what? The man dropped the knife and ran away. This knife. I knew it. It's another of the 7 tools I made. It's a knife-shaped radio. As I said, it's just a toy. I consider you a friend as well, so please don't do these rash things any longer.
I apologize.
I'm sorry for involving you in this. We've almost reached the end. Just a little more and it'll be over. For some reason, the thought is not a cheering one. I've never had a case like this before. Now just smiling. I feel like your relationship's getting deeper. The Shirogane... Excellent. What's affected her persona as well? Heat Riser. Oh, now that's a good one. Buffs literally everything. As nice as having basically every element, I don't think I should... Well, I could probably afford to drop Darkness because I have plenty of my own Darkness personas, so you know what, let's drop Mudun and give Heat Riser. Buff literally everything is always welcome. I'm going home now, I have research to do. You needn't worry about the Phantom Thief case any longer. I'll explain once everything calms down. Alright, let's see who's available to hang out with. It feels nice having most of the party members. Oh, nice, good amount of channel points. Yukiko, precisely what we needed.
Good evening.
Soji-kun, the nights are starting to get cold. I'm on my way back from an errand, but it was so cold I'd stopped for something warm to drink. Would you like to join me? Let's spend time with Yukiko. Really, I'm so happy.
Hey.
It seems Miss Kashiwagi and Hanako-san were staying at our inn after the culture festival. Teddy told me about it, but it was news to me. He seemed depressed when he mentioned it for some reason, though. Did something happen? We had a bit of a shock.
Huh?
Shock? How so? If you'd called me, I would have shown up with the camera and say, "Smile!" No fair. She seemed genuinely disappointed. You should add a 50 million point reward that ends dream if redeemed. Nah, because I know no matter what kind of option you have there, KV, no matter how big of a meme it is, someone, somewhere will pay it. I'm afraid I can't risk something like that. Well, Nanako-chan enjoyed her stay, so I was happy to have you all over. You can all stay with us again whenever you want. You're welcome anytime. You enjoyed your chat? Oh, good. We're about to max her as well. That's welcome. Oh, I should be getting back. I didn't even notice how long we've been talking. Oh, right here.
I want you to have this.
Seaweed cracker. 50 million. And that someone is me. Of course. Hey, I don't want to make the same mistake Yosuke did. Yosuke put in that dating thing for the Culture Festival as a meme option and didn't realize what he'd need to do if it won. Well, be careful on your way home.
Good night.
You saw Yukiko off and went home. At this rate, we'll have to wait 50 years. Hopefully he'll... Oh, you overhear the students talking. Hey, do you think there are more and more people getting weird because of this fog? I even see people wearing these huge gas masks in town. Yeah, and people are getting sick too. Haven't there been a lot of saying a lot of weird stuff lately? Like the world's ending, the global warming is because of original sin, nutty stuff like that. Hey, what do you think's gonna happen if you think someone's sick but you don't do anything about it? To be honest, yesterday my dad... And people are psyching themselves out. Good morning. What's up, you guys? You don't look so well. Are you exhausted from studying the test around the corner? Hope you're not forgetting something. Christmas is coming up. Have you found your date yet? Aha, I got mine already. Tell you what, I'll give you guys a Christmas question. A girl with average length hair. Alright, I'll give you a question regarding cakes, Seta. What? What is it? Which of these is a rice cake? I have absolutely no idea. This is the 26th, right? Mochi is a form of rice cake. Interesting. That is correct. Mochi is a type of rice cake. When you think of cake, you usually think of dessert, but something pounded together is also a cake. That's the case with mochi, as it is rice pounded together. As another example, kamaboko is a fish cake. Fish meat pounded together. However, you probably don't want to be eating fish cakes on Christmas night. Haha! Classes have ended. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes in some fashion. Welcome. And yeah, you guys knew it way before I did. I had to actually look that one up because I genuinely wasn't sure. It makes sense. I've only been the only mochi I've been having lately is ice cream mochi, which is a bit different, I believe. Well, I might still have some. Hey, Soji. If it's okay, I'd like to visit Nanako. Stay good? Not yet. I see. Maybe next time? Okay, so I can meet up with Rise, or I can meet up with, next time, then. Looks a bit sad. Darn, do we hang out with Rise, or do we hang out with Naoto? I really should be doing Rise, but Naoto's almost maxed, and this is rank 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know what to say. The relationship's gonna come closer, so let's spend time
Yes.
with Naoto. Yes, please. Floodplain. The man in black you met before is waiting here. The fog has enveloped the area as well.
I am Yakushiji, Secretary of the Shirogane Estate. I humbly apologize for the other day.
I figured this was probably what was going on. They decided to set up a case to prove that Naoto's finally become a true detective.
I must also apologize, though I may not have known. I involved you in this. It was an act put on by my grandpa.
My master has been terribly saddened by Naoto-sama's state of affairs lately. Lacking acquaintances to confide in, she devotes every fiber.
Unless you pronounce Moki wrong. Oh dear. I'll have to look up how it's supposed to be pronounced later then.
My master wanted Naoto-sama to regain the joy she felt in days past. To regain the feelings when all that she wanted was to be a detective, regardless of her heritage or gender. I involved you at my own discretion, believing you to be trustworthy.
Granted, Luigi pronounced almost everyone's names wrong. So I just closed both ears to it. Yeah, unfortunately, I kinda butcher every language names.
Please forgive me.
I received this from Yakushiji-san. It's the final challenge.
The card reads as follows. I did what you can't stand to at a place you'd be fond of, but underneath rather than inside. Mochi.
A place I'd be fond of.
Oh, Mochi instead of key. Okay. Mochi. Place to be fond of. Somewhere high?
You remembered.
She's nodding cheerfully.
The highest place around here is the hill. Next, what I can't stand to do. There are several possibilities, but
Throwing things away.
that's right. Did I mention that before?
I'm pretty sure you did, Naoto. I just forgot, if we're honest. Naoto has an embarrassed smile on her face.
Considering what's at the hill, the most likely answer is the trash can. I have an inkling of what might be there. Let's go, Senpai.
The 7 tools of the detective. Similar to the 7 tools of the bandit, but more heroic. Hill overlooking the town. Overlooking town, fog's enveloped the area. Oh dang, didn't realize
I
that was...
forgot this thing even existed. It's the last of the 7 tools. The detective's pocketbook. All the things I had forgotten about are packed in here. I think Grandpa wanted to remind me of them.
That's why he put us through all this.
This childish game. He's selfish indeed. Forcing me to recall all this now. I was trying so hard. Not to be underestimated. Not to be condescended to.
You calm down, upset Naoto.
If I solved this town's murder case, then everyone would accept me. They would acknowledge me as the 5th in the Shirogane lineage of detectives. That's what I told myself. I just wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be needed. That's why I fretted and stood on my tiptoes and focused only on solving the case. But the original reason I wanted to become a detective?
Of course, once I start streaming, everyone starts messaging me.
It was because mysteries intrigued me, and I could help people by solving them.
Well, I always love a good mystery, so I know precisely what you mean, Naoto.
That's all. I remember now. Do you recall the time I faced myself in the TV world? It was my task to accept the self who yelled, "I want a reason for me to stay!" But my reason to stay was not solely to solve the crime. You, everyone, gave me a reason. You gave me a place to stay.
Naoto's trying to smile through her tears.
I have to be an adult. I have to be a man. With that way of thinking, I was running from myself. I don't need to look for something to change or something to accomplish. I only need to have faith in myself.
And the whole time, Naoto just wanted to be respected. Accepted. I understand you, Naoto. Don't worry, we accept you. You're every bit a part of this team as everyone else.
I finally think I can accept myself.
And that's the most important part.
That I'm a woman. That I haven't yet become the detective I wanted to be. I am a woman. And a detective. One who is seeking the truth with you and the others.
You sense Naoto's strong will. Oh yeah, I forgot that was only rank 9, wasn't it? Feels weird. It almost feels like a good rank 10 one. Alright. She can now take a mortal blow for you in battle.
I'm really glad I came to this town. It's where you and I live. And all the others, too.
Spent some time with Naoto and went home. Let's see if there's anyone to hang out with over here. The more people I hang out with at night, the better. Oh my, there really isn't. Whoops, I should have gone back home. Oh, no problem. This isn't too hard to, actually, what's the shrine? No one is here. Interesting. Oh, small shrine. You can draw matchmaking fortunes. Which social link would you like to draw? People from outside school? Someone else. Marie. It smells small blessing. You feel like you've gotten a little closer. Fortune says your relationship will not become Okay, so I guess I'm gonna need to go through more of these if I want to raise hers. Time passes, you tie the Omukamuji around the fortune tree. It's getting late, you decide to go home. Alright, so I need to do that a couple more times, it looks like, if I want to raise her, to 10. You have the day off from school. All you can do now is wait for the situation to unfold. What should you do today? Alright, let's see what's on Tanaka's. Gas masks. Oh wow, that was nothing but gas masks, and the game didn't even let me order those. So, sorry for going past the dialogue so much, I wasn't expecting him to just sell gas masks. Hey there, some seedlings? Sure. Let's go into town. Oh right, it's the rush all over again. Oh yeah, only instead of a gas mask, it was toilet paper. Though I've seen a lot of ads for bidets lately, so I guess people are trying to find alternatives. Don't blame them, and frankly, it probably isn't a bad idea to focus on more on some bidets.
Huh?
Oh here. Oh yeah, somewhere I want to go today.
How
That
stupid.
sucks. Marie's pouting. I really do want to spend more time with Marie, but we need to get Rise's up. Oh, right, let's check Kanji here. What is his persona, resistance stuff again? He just okay, the upgrade only nullifies a lack and that's it. Yeah, most get a second one that they resist on top. Alright, Teddy's gonna be upgrading soon anyways, as was Naoto's for that matter. What are my social links at? Lovers, rank 5. Alright, lovers rank 6 this is. Alright, let's hang out with Rise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where should we go? Rise looks pretty happy. Central Shopping District. We walk Rise home after a trip to Okina City. Fog is enveloped in the area. I place lots of special orders. Come with me next time when I go pick 'em up, senpai. I had lots of fun today. Not too many people try to come and talk. Maybe they forgot who I am. Oh yeah, want some tofu? I helped make them today. Wait right here. Excuse me, Soji-san, is it? I'm sorry about the other day. I'm Minoru Inao, Rise's former manager. I'm sorry to bother you. Could you give this to her? Old fan letter came, you see. You should give it to her yourself if it's a fan letter. I don't think she'd take it from me. And Rise always did look forward to the girl's letters. Imagine Marie glaring at you while you ignore and run up to Rise. So, yeah, sorry Marie, but I kinda have to get the navigator's social link up, because hers been pretty neglected. Your schedule fits together minute by minute like a jigsaw puzzle. Every day you're squeezed utterly dry, but even knowing that, I still want her to come back. She's genuinely brilliant, not only that, but she's strong enough to use her pain as a foundation. From what I could see, she's relying on you, so could you? Senpai, sorry senpai, we're sold out. Ino-san, quit pestering me. What'd you say to senpai? Sorry, I'm leaving now.
Gee.
Hounding me after I quit? He's practically a stalker. Don't think I trust him. I feel betrayed. Let's see here. You're really quitting?
Huh?
Senpai, why are you asking me all of a sudden? He did say something, didn't he? Yeah, how unfortunate. So what did he come for? He told Rise and handed her the letter.
Oh!
This letter? Oh, she wrote again. It's kinda hard to correct when butchers a name like that. Her name is Rise, isn't it? Yeah, it's Rise for her civilian and Reset for her character name, isn't it? But to be fair, the manager's name was never said out loud, so I genuinely, well, to be yeah, like I said, Inu, he never said his name out loud, unlike Rise, where she says it out loud, so I can cover it a lot better. Now that Yosuke, now that I keep getting don't keep getting his wrong and stuff like that, but still, this guy actually have an excuse. I see, but he came all the way out here for this? And the girls are middle school students, she writes me all the time. I did this public service campaign once to stamp out bullying. She said it inspired her. She wrote that she won't let bullies get her down. She tried to make friends. Ever since then, she wrote me letters. This happened to me today. I was able to say this, stuff like that. Seeing Reset works hard encourages me. Makes me feel I can still hang in there. She doesn't really know how it works, huh? Still, every time I read her letters, I felt the Reset actually meant something. So whenever things got tough, I'd read them over and over. Senpai, do you still have free time? Of course. The Tatsugime Shrine. Fog has enveloped the area. Rise seems to be deep in thought after reading the fan letter. She's worried about me. Officially, I'm taking a break due to illness, so... Before I quit, there was talk about a part in a movie. It sounds like she was really looking forward to it. Please get well soon and come back, she says. I'm so glad you were here. I was scared to read it alone. I gave up on being Reset. I can't meet her expectations. Yeah, this was your decision. Yeah, you're right. Nothing to do about now, huh? She's trying to smile. Anyway, Reset doesn't exist anymore. It's not just this girl. I disappointed lots of other people. The president company already told me this over and over, and I knew that would happen already. I knew this is the path I choose, but... Maybe I'll just inherit the tofu shop. I'm the shop's main attraction now. I bet I can make it thrive. Ooh, I'm sure your grandma would appreciate that. Senpai, maybe we should do it, you know. What I was saying a while back. You should marry me once we graduate high school and the two of us could work to the Toshu. How's that sound, huh? I can't decide that now. You're a senpai, you're so cute. You're too honest, though. Well, I knew that. You're not interested in me. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Rise. I'm afraid I've decided to hook up with Marie. Thank you, senpai, for being with me all today. I feel a bit better. Yeah, I can contribute something. And it looks like there's still plenty of things only I can do. Rise's social link is 6. She can now precisely identify enemy weaknesses. When your options for attack include enemy's weakness, Rise will inform you. Sorry for dragging you around all day. I'll let you go now.
I'll see you later, senpai.
You rocked Rise to her house and went home. Well, I'd say we've made pretty good progress on everyone's social links, but... Now let's see who's available to hang out with. Shopping district. Yukiko is actually fine now. We do not have to hang out with her if we do not want. A shrine... I'll just spam shrine fortunes with Marie if I need to. Marie's a bit interesting in that I can't hang out with her at night. So it's a little annoying, but should be fine. Oh, hello. I came to offer my food to celebrate the fact I was with a child. However, my other children are still small and I'm uncertain. You, stranger, have given me fish several times now. If you feel sympathy, please continue. Sure, let's give her one. Thank you very much. Oh there, Infinity. It's a small shrine. Looks like you can draw matchmaking fortunes. 200 yen. Let's draw one. Oh, Infinity, you'll be happy to know I finally chose who to waifu in this game. And I'm about to pick her from here. She's from outside school. Can you guess who it is? Also, Ak, have you not talked to this lady at all till today? I've talked to her quite a few times, actually, Ukio. Yeah, you correctly guessed. It's us as a mild blessing. You feel like you've gotten a little closer. Your relationship will not become stronger yet. Damn it. Time passed. You tied the omikuji around the fortune tree. You decided to go home. But yes, we're officially hooking up with Marie, and that does mean we have to turn down all other girls, but that's fine. As I said, their character's been Your second term finals begin today. You continue until the weekend. You should hurry to school. Alright, let's get the 28th here. Let's see here.
Yo!
Yo, Soji. Look at this weather, man. What's up with this? It's really weird. Have you thought of anything, ever heard of anything like this before? Well, not aside from the one virus thing. Oh yeah, the finals start today, but seriously, that's not the point now. What's gonna happen? Don't get confused by it. Yeah, you're right, sorry. It's not gonna help us if we start freaking out for no reason, but lately there have been a lot of weird rumors, and not just ones about the fog being poisonous. I just have a very bad feeling about all this. Well, first, we can worry about that after our finals. Finals day 1. What does the French food stand for? Italian food? You feel like you've chosen correctly. Figure and figure skating refer to geometric shapes. And because it's finals, we get to speed through the week at blazing speeds. Finals day 2. Who is buried in the biggest pyramid in Egypt? They probably want you to think it's Giza or Tutankhamun, but it's Khufu. You feel like chosen the correct answer. What's a book of maps called? An atlas. Chosen correctly. What word has the... Okay. Oh, wait. No, I'm not looking up all these answers. Stop accusing me. Yes, I know no one in chat actually brought that up. I'm still warning you. Oh, those students are talking again. There's no way we can keep our club going like this. Too many of our members are calling in sick. When's this damn fog gonna clear up? But, Senpai, the people who are just slacking off aren't showing up either, right? You can keep the club with the members you're left with. Maybe the fog help you find out who's the most dedicated. Huh? Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it, yeah. Finals day 3. What word has its roots in bridal? What bird is a Cancadoria? Cuckoo. Here we are in December. It's officially December. Finals day 4. What country does the South Pole belong to? It is no man's land. Feel Joseph. What is the sequence called? That is a Fibonacci sequence. Here we are, another set of students gossiping. You overhear students talking. Hey, did you hear what they said happened on the Midnight Channel? Someone said they turned on and a picture of this town was in complete ruins. Oh, balls. My friend says she saw a knob get swallowed by the fog and sent to another dimension. She said there are monsters coming out of the fog too, like in the story. You notice ever since the fog started, some people can see the Midnight Channel even when it's not raining. Could it be our town's getting more and more messed up? Then whatever's causing the Midnight Channel is going nuts. I mean, Teddy said no one's recording it, it's just reacting to the other world, but that means something about the other world is unstable. Finals. What desert is this found in? Namib. Which of these is a rice cake? Mochi. I pronounced it correctly this time, mochi, right? Did I get the right pronunciation that time? Yep, okay, good. Got it for once.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Usually snow and fog isn't...
Whoa, where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
That's probably a good idea if we're honest. I think I mentioned before, but it always scares me to have to drive on the roads whenever there's thick fog or there's black ice, and always freaks me out.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
I really do like how brazen Rise is.
This girl never changes.
She'd have probably been a pretty good option, but I figure my dude's been helping everyone else hook up with each other. Or it might probably make more sense to hook up with someone outside the group. Even though Marie is technically I guess Marie could be considered a member. After all, her social link does freeze along with all the others when an investigation is ongoing. Plus, I'm the only one who can interact with her regularly, so...
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
That's right. So Kanji put on the glasses.
What? Guys, put on your glasses!
So it's the other world's fog. When you put your glasses on, the vision becomes much clearer.
Whoa, it's all clear.
We need to speak with Teddy about this immediately. What exactly...
What the hell's going on?
Well, the short-term assumption we can make is that the fog is the other world's fog and not actually a fog from our world. Actually, this will explain it. When the fog lifts in the other world, it's only when the fog becomes foggy here. We assume that one becoming foggy in one area clears in the other. But what if the fog is the same either way, and the clearing in one area is simply it moving from one world to another?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Perhaps we should ask Teddy exactly what these glasses are doing exactly to make us see through the fog.
Then,
Only the one who made them would know the details
could
like that
the
for sure.
fog from over there be leaking into our world?
Chie is a bit of a meathead, but she's got a pretty good head on her shoulders.
Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Frankly, I think that's the most likely thing going on. The mood darkens.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Sounds good to me.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
Well, at least whatever problems were going on, kindly wait until after finals, because damn would it have sucked to have to deal with finals and whatever's going on. Your answers are flowing from your hand. There'll be dramatic turns in the story. It is recommended you save your game now. Alright, we're gonna make another save here. We're gonna make another safety save, since, as said, the story is about to make some dramatic turns. But we've still gotten our social links done. Don't know why I thought done. Yeah, done. And so now...
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it.
Unfortunately, the experts aren't going to be able to find anything, since we now know the fog has to be from the other world. It's the only way the glasses would work, after all.
Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint.
Yeah, they don't really have access to the other world like we do. They have no way to research that sort of thing.
Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here, either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side.
Oh yeah, Teddy, could you tell us how you made those glasses?
But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder.
Well, at least we now... Well, we might not know specifically. All we know is that he said the Midnight Channel tells him who he captures, and he has to do that to quote-unquote save them. And I have the feeling what he thinks he's saving everyone from.
In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame.
Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
That means it's gonna be hard to ask him what he's trying to save everyone from. Oh damn it, this better not be the fall all over again.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened, but all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right?
Oh, okay. So there's a dialogue tree that determines what ending I get from here. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, just to warn everyone that we are at the point where my decisions I make are going to actually start affecting the ending, and I'm going to have to make some more safety saves. So for better or for worse, we are going to start, I'm going to have to start using the guide again to try and figure out as many endings as I can possibly get. Can they actually prove anything?
I'm sure your uncle can.
Hopefully.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts.
Yeah, for those who missed the last time, the Heaven Dungeon wasn't actually Nanako's vision of her mother in heaven like it thought. It was Namatame seeing heaven with himself as its god, trying to rescue people. So it was actually really, really messed up. Actually, a pretty good plot twist. I liked it. Even though I'd corrected it, I did think it was pretty well built up towards and paid off rather effectively.
If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable. Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
That's true. Right now, we only have circumstantial evidence and a confession, and the confession only goes so far.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
Unfortunately, that's a distinct possibility.
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it!
Unfortunately, we have to prove he did it.
You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets!
And that's the thing that gets me. We never once, he never said exactly what he was saving people from exactly, because
they
it's
better
the
not
fall.
dismiss something
That's
this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai.
Well, to be fair, even if he is found guilty of mental, he's still going to be in a mental institution for the rest of his life, which is under heavy surveillance and all that, so it's not like he'd be a free man exactly.
No, not just her, or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault.
Yeah. And I must say, the game did a very impressive way of making me think, oh, come on, even King Moron wasn't this bad, given the replacements. I guess I should have predicted that that particular professor would not be trustworthy.
If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing.
Yeah, Miso just did it for attention, it seems.
It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
You're reminded that you made a promise with Nanako to buy a new kotatsu.
What's the matter?
Told the others about your promise.
A kotatsu?
Oh, I did pronounce it correctly, kotatsu.
Then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the housewares section for Nanako-chan!
Alright, well, I've got a moment. Off the top of your heads, do you guys want to see all the endings, including the bad endings, or do you want me to get as many of them as I can? I don't mind doing a few of them, especially since I've got a number of safety saves pretty much entirely for this reason, but if you think it'd be more fun just for me to go for the actually good endings, I'd be fine with that. Figure now's a good time to ask since we actually have a decent amount of people watching.
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
We also get all of them except one.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
There's actually a few different golden endings, Infinity. There's The guide says there are 7 in Persona 4 Golden, and this is Golden. I don't mind watching them. Oh, nice. Alright, in that case, I'm definitely gonna have to make very good use of these saves, but we'll see. Let's go.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Well, I mean, unless you have an actual reason to go there, Teddy, I don't see what's forcing you to go back there.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
But you did save her, remember? We helped save her from the murderer, remember?
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
Yeah, precisely. Rise did it. Rise put it in a better way than I did.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys.
Of course you can stay. You can stay here.
Sensei, I'm so touched. I'll stay by your side until Nana-chan comes home, Sensei.
Oh, that's right. There's no one but you at your place.
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Junes overcharges for things.
Junes, basically Yukiko from Stardew Valley.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
Actually, that's pretty accurate, because if you get Yukiko to close down, one of your friends who works there loses his job too. That's a little, it's a little sad, actually.
What? What did you just say?
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
Teddy, no.
Stay out of this!
Okay. I guess it makes sense Yukiko would feel rather tickled from that.
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
Jack Frost is a very marketable doll. Jack Frost. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Jack Frost. I'd love a Jack Frost
white
doll of my own.
round shape's the best. A plush doll's the way to go.
See, Kanji knows what's up.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Sounds good.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake!
Of course! Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh, no, you're not! Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
It's Adachi.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay? Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse.
Shit.
The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go!
Nanako's room. Dojima's listening to the explanation from the doctor. There have been loud voices throughout the hospital for some time now.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses?
Well, I mean, wouldn't we be able to detect if it was mere
They
viruses?
said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
But experts haven't been able to find anything with it.
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this!
I thought he said Nanako's condition is sucky. Well, to be fair, it is.
Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Your doctors, clearly you can conjure magic out of the ether for any medicine out of the ether in order to cure any disease. That's how medicine works, right?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
Dang, Devil Arcana nurses. It's a good thing Devil Arcana nurse already left town, because dang. Actually, I think every social link that ends with the person leaving towns probably might be for the best for the moment. Dang, Asano, you really dodged a bullet.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
Nanako.
A nurse accompanied Dojima back to his room.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
Yosuke yelling at Teddy isn't going to fix the problem.
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her?
And what caused this in the first place? I mean, whatever it is, it's obviously affecting the one who kidnapped her as well. Did he know that doing that risk of merging with his own shadow or whatever would cause this to happen to himself and her? Or we all feel the same way. I don't want to speak.
Why did it turn out like this?
I don't like speaking for everyone at once, but I think Kanji needed to understand that we are all on the same page.
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wounds opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
That was really reckless of him.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Right, because it would have been inconvenient for the affair information to get out.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs, there's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that.
True, I mean, even you guys had trouble believing it.
What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
Well, I mean, he has to at least pretend he's calm.
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh?
Well, I did constantly say that Dojima is the only one who seems to be competent in that police station.
You want to see that stuff so bad? We'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
Shit. This is gonna get worse before it gets better.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan. Daddy.
He'll be here soon.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan.
No.
Can you hear us? Do you... Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
I could probably keep her going until he arrives, but it's not gonna be very long. Oh, because he ripped his wound open, he can barely move.
Doctor.
Big bro.
I'm right here. I'm sure she'd like to hear their father's coming, but I think it's more important to have her know that I'm here.
I'm scared. Big bro. Daddy.
Damn it, not after all that.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
No!
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec, that's the way to...
Oh shit, so he's gonna jump off the roof, isn't he?
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame!
Oh. That is, moderately better than what I was thinking he was going to do, but...
Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital!
You transported him to the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved.
Where's his room? We need to get there before...
I can't tell you that!
We have to get there before Dojima does, or else things are going to end very badly for everyone involved.
Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dojima's not thinking clearly now. He's gonna do something rash.
Hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's his room?
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
Meanwhile, Nanako's hospital room.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world, even though I was the only teddy in that place. I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
And by speak, I mean wring his neck.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave them permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh?
Oh, well, I guess I should have remembered. Dojima can barely all that random insert. Well, you have to admit, that's not exactly inaccurate to what he's thinking, right, Ukyo? Luckily, well, yeah. Right now he's not thinking rationally, but it's probably for the best that he's in no condition to be doing something like that.
The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's the only one in the world.
Call a doctor!
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Yeah, he's far too injured to be able to do what he's probably hoping to do. So that's good. I mean, I get we're all mad at Namatame, but Dojima doing something to him would be bad for everyone involved.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
Most likely. Or at least he would have if he had the strength. I doubt he has the
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai, and now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right. Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
Much as I hate to say this, I think the reason might... Well, first of all, he might not survive, but more importantly, I think a big reason for that might simply be the fact that he was older and stronger. The fact Nanako was so young and fragile most definitely didn't do her any favors in there, while full-grown adults or even teenagers like us can handle that world a lot better. Nanako was sick too. Oh right, even before. Or she wasn't in the best shape. So that was definitely compounding issues. The window in the room is wide open. First things, what are you doing?
I was scared, so
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel?
That's right, any TV can have the Midnight Channel.
Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow.
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self.
Oh, then what? I theorized that maybe when we fought him, he merged with his own shadow in order to create that mockery of an angel or deity, but...
And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
This... please! Stop!
Huh? Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji...
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
Oh, that's right. Does the person's shadow still exist even when the physical body dies? We never.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand.
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
But...
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Chie! Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time?
Remember that about Chie being the voice of reason? Yeah, I know. Normally, under normal circumstances, I would not even consider shoving him in the TV to let him die the same way he tried to kill everyone else, but I'm probably gonna have to do the bad endings first, just so we have that.
I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But... Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
He's right, especially since the fog is on this end. Since we know the fog can only be in one area, this means the shadows will attack him immediately.
Just push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Alright, now let's see here. There are two bad endings tied into this, so... I can't stay here.
What? Are you saying you forgive this bastard?
I thought you'd feel the same.
You're gonna let this go? Look, just think about this. Are you
Alright.
Yeah. We'll end this here and now.
Alright. I'm gonna load up the save after this. I'm not gonna do the New Game
Wait a
Plus.
second! Do you really understand what you're about to do? It's the exact same thing Namatame's been doing. I hate the guy too, but you really want to go that far?
Is getting revenge the right thing to do? But if we don't do anything, he might... I don't know anymore. Are you sure about this? You really mean...
What about you guys? Remember, there's no need to stay if you don't want to.
I'll stay.
Me too. I won't be the only one to walk out on this. I'd only suffer more that way. If this is what we've decided, I'll stick with it to the end.
Me too. No matter how we end it, I want to witness it.
The other world that caused all this to happen will suddenly take care of the rest. The case will be closed by the shadow that will appear from Namatame. With this, everything has come to an end. You should go back to Nam.
Nanako-chan.
We avenged you, Nanako-chan, but I guess you wouldn't be too happy about that. You're such a kind girl.
Oh, they didn't even show us tossing him in there. That's...
Hey, where's Teddy? Did he go home?
Teddy has disappeared, leaving a note behind.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality.
Pressing the Z button twice, it skipped... Yeah, I've been doing that. Thanks, Yukiko, but I've been doing that mostly... Though admittedly, mostly to skip the,
I'm really thankful for
the
everything all of
gardening,
you
since
did
that's
for
pretty
me.
repetitive.
Well, goodbye.
Everyone avoided talking about the case and waited the severe weather to end, and so time passed. Holy balls! January? February? March? Wee! Indeed. That's a long wait. Spring has once again come to Inaba. Dojima residence.
And now, a story on the serial kidnapping and murder case that shook the town of Inaba. Police have released the identity of the suspect, who was confirmed dead after escaping the hospital as Taro Namatame. Ruling his death a suicide, the police have closed their investigation. However, police have yet to announce the cause of death for either the victims or the suspect himself. Several criminologists have raised questions over how his alleged crimes were committed. It seems that though this case has come to an official end, many of its mysteries will remain forever unsolved. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow will see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
It's almost time for your train. Are you ready to go? Starting tomorrow, I'll be all by myself in this house. It's gonna be lonely. Feel free to come visit any time, okay? And say hi to your parents for me.
Oh, gee, it's so thick you can see it in the house. Oh, dang, you're right.
Hey, if there was evil in the world that had to be dealt with, but no one would step up to see justice done, it might fall to the closest person at hand to bear the burden of punishing them, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe so. Well, we should get going. Your friends are probably waiting at the station. Come on. Hey. Thanks.
Thanks, Toji.
You really are leaving us. You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
You will visit, won't you?
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end. Be sure to take good care of yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
And so Soji Seda heads home. The case apparently solved. Teddy has gone back to his own world. Nanako is lost, but Dojima must find a new place in life. A very unsatisfying ending, but hey, it's bad ending. I can't speed this up, can I? I'm fine letting it to play out entirely when it's the good endings, but... GG. Don't worry, I'm relaying the save right away. And I'm gonna be skipping through as much as I can. Persona 4 The Golden has a very, very long credits, if I remember right, so, I have no idea how that's gonna... It's happy birthday. My birthday is in October. Oh, we did pass the birthday in the game, my birthday in game, though. I forgot what I did that day, I'd have to check the VOD. It's People Day on the Chinese calendar, so it's everyone's birthday. Oh, I get it. I'm not sure how I want to get all the endings if it's gonna... This is gonna be another half hour of credits that I have to go through. Then again, we got one bad ending, so I'm pretty sure the other bad ending is gonna be pretty much the same, so... Or will it let me skip the credits after I've gone through them once? Because if it's gone through them once, then... Oh, it's animated by Madhouse. I don't really pay attention to the animation studios too much. Alright. Quick question, Yukio. Is there a big difference between the two bad endings, or do you think I should just go on for the ones that matter after this one? If it's decently different, though, I think it's worth seeing those. Hero. Kuma, Teddy. Check. Yeah, I probably have a bit of time to check, don't worry. Let me check something here, Persona. I'm hoping we're getting to the end, but I have the feeling we're just getting into the Japanese credits and the English credits have to come up shortly after. Okay, no, this is the end. Alright, so yeah, it's about 5 minutes for the whole thing. That's a bit much, but... no. A little bit more in the other bad end, okay. Alright, we'll do it then real quick, besides the third bad end, which you can't get, last I recall. I guess I've progressed too far in the game to get the other bad end. Pretty obvious if you're aiming for it. Since it's bad endings, you could...
Hey, here's...
Since we officially have it completed here, it's probably fine if you say what it is, what triggers it. We can just head... You think we should just head for the true end now? If you think it's worth it to go for the true end, alright then, see you later, Infinity. Alright then, yeah, if you don't think I'm missing too much with the other bad ending, I think we've seen enough to just move on. And of course, the skip function. See you later. Yeah, see you later, Infinity. The second bad end is just you being unable to find the truth. I do know that if you take too long to save someone and they die from the fog lifting, that does have a bit of a dialogue and stuff to the ending, but I don't think it's enough to qualify as a bad end, so that's why I didn't bother trying for those. Also, this is really, really long, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the actually good endings. Oh, it has the same result, just that Namatomi's alive. Okay, that makes sense.
Daddy...
Yeah, that's kind of a minor variation, so I don't think it's worth it, given... Given all these cutscenes I have to go through, I really don't want to have to go through that again. But at least nice the game warned us before we were about to go through the point of no return.
Doctor.
Alright, so the third bad end is the accomplice ending. I'm right here. AKA you team up with the mastermind. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know that was an option, but I guess that was something I had to do a while ago. To set up the...
We...
Yeah, there's a social link you have to bring up for that. Given there's only a handful, well, I think I know precisely what... I think I've been piecing everything together, yeah. Like I said, it'd be pretty obvious. Alright, that makes sense. Time to refer the guide, yep. I might do that in another playthrough just to see how that particular ending goes, especially if since we might actually learn about his, okay, here we are. Here we go. This is the final ones. Okay, in order to go with the actually good endings. Now, wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Actually, a lot of things. This one apparently.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand? Well, what is it? I already told you that. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalled? Missing? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Are we doing this or not?
Well, first of all, calm the hell down, you idiot.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Oh yeah, you're basically like that one. You're how's the? I can't afford to mess this up, or you'll get banned N2. Yeah, that's why I use the cheat sheet for it. I'm actually kind of shocked at how many answers I have to get flawlessly, or else I get bad N2. They really wanted to make this difficult to do without a guide, didn't?
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
Everyone took a deep breath. Seems everyone's finally regained their composure a bit.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this. I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan.
Yeah, basically the one thing we never bothered to ask him is, what is he saving these people from?
But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago.
That's right, and it seemed rather awfully convenient they showed up right as we were trying to decide what to do with
I
him.
won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But, yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery.
So I should be the one.
How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
That is actually a very solid point right there. Okay.
Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
You go, gals. That's right. It's kind of funny, remember, Naoto was the one who recommended that we shove him into the TV in the first place. So I guess even the hard-boiled detective girl here can get lost to her emotion at times, but now that she's had a moment to calm down, she does realize she really should have figured out that that may not necessarily been his shadow. Or if
True.
it was, it didn't give the whole deals.
Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done.
Oh, don't worry, we will as well. No matter how many people show up in the Midnight Channel we have to save, we'll do it.
Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Alright, let's just think for now.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man?
I imagine I would have gotten at least half of these correct if I was doing this completely blind, but I'm pretty confident I have a hard time. I highly doubt I would have gotten it perfectly here to get the correct endings.
Then again, that's why you're our leader. Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
Don't get me wrong, I get that they want us to think about this a bit much, but think this through and try and realize there was still more here, but at the same time, like I said, there's a bit too much.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
The case has taken a sharp turn, and the investigation team is one step closer. It seems you all go on with your friends to solve another mystery. Max. The investigation team, the Fool, is at max. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. These genuine bonds shall be your eyes with which to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Loki, the ultimate form of the Fool Arcana. The investigation team social link has reached max level. You've mastered it. You forged a bond that cannot be broken. You've created Loki, the shapeshifter. Which version does this game use anyway? The purple ice giant form or the purple guy with a cloak? Thou hast established a new bond, and it brings thee close to the truth. Ah, the Judgment Arcana. So Anubis can finally be fused. Either way, it's purple, indeed. I know some games use him where he's got the little wing, the little clown outfit, but others use the one from Nocturne where he's basically just a normal guy, but with a big old cloak. The Seekers of Truth, social link of the Judgment Arcana.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
He was trying to escape.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san.
Nice one, Naoto. Very smooth.
If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation and their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room.
I think I've pieced together the whole thing, but so we'll see how things go. It's only a pet theory until it can actually prove it, after all.
So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right?
And they're finally putting two and two together that he never said exactly what.
He killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Yeah.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
Well, that doesn't change. Why would he use the TV specifically, and how did he find out about it in the first place?
If that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle.
Yeah, that was the one thing that they mentioned before that was never really addressed. The fact that he would have preferred that be kept under wraps and the two were already separated for it. It was only afterward. But at that point, it's too late because his wife already knew about the affair and left him over it, so it wouldn't have made a big deal whether she died now that it was already out.
The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano.
So we have no choice but to eliminate what is impossible, and it is impossible that he could have killed simply for any kind of... Yeah, we eliminate any... There's no possible motive at the moment.
Although, her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
It's possible, but it was awfully convenient he had that diary with him at the time, don't you think?
I don't really get any of this.
I mean, how many people carry a diary with them now that I think about it?
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Where am I?
He's back in his Teddy
Is
form.
this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist?
Wait a minute. Those blue and purple glows at the side of the road.
I couldn't keep my promise.
And the fact it's a road.
I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys, Sensei, what should I do?
I think I might actually know where he is. But it's not even his world, nor is it ours, but a world between worlds.
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh?
But didn't she flatline?
What did you just say? Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on.
Wait, her heart and lungs failed and yet she still came back? Dang, she really is the embodiment of those angels.
Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
This is amazing!
I couldn't help but notice
Miracles
she
do
didn't read her
happen.
lines.
I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do. Come on. Stop crying, you two.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird.
How weird.
I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Couldn't save Mayumi and that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
I doubt that's the case.
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, it's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year.
So I was searching up the accomplished ending.
It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, alright?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself.
If he's where I think he is, then I'm pretty sure he's not anywhere you guys can visit. Only
He's probably
I can go
fine.
there.
But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
And it sucks to have to waste an entire run for this one persona. This one persona! Oh yeah, if you want to complete the compendium, you need to do that for his ultimate... Bring back in Namatame's room. Was it really right to stop everyone what they were about to do? For now, you have no way of knowing. You remember their cell phone has been off the entire time. Something in your inbox. Hey, it's me, Ko. I heard what happened to your little cousin. Is there anything I can do? Let me know. You know I'm there for you, dude. We're best friends, okay? Daisuke here. Heard about Nanako. How's she doing? If there's anything that can help you guys, please help. Let me know ASAP. You got the guts, man. You gotta be brave. Checked your messages. They're from friends in town. Remember, you have friends who are helped encourage each other. This case is still mired with an impenetrable fog. We must continue forwards. You should go home before you catch a cold. It's ready. Let's harvest the vegetables. Barrier corn. I guess I don't have an option for what to do tonight. Will Nanako be alright? Then there's what happened in Tame's hospital ward. The snow started to fall and the fog won't disappear. What lies ahead from here? You feel very tired. You should go home. And you should rest for today. Here we are. This.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I know I can solve it.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
Really getting it is totally different. I mean, really finding yourself.
I can't ignore that fact any longer. I need to face the truth head on.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Seems the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
You can hear something in the distance. I guess the Velvet Room limo is stopped moving for now. It seems you've been sleeping until now. You heard the doorbell. Someone seems to be at the door. It's Yosuke.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to gymnastics?
Where could Dave have gone? In any case, you decide to look for him. Yeah, if where I'm correct is... Actually, since the limo has stopped, I think we may be precisely in the best position of the whole team to save him.
We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings.
Oh, so it is foggy over there. So there's fog in
I
both
wish I could
worlds
do
right
better.
now.
I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
If he did, we'd have sensed him, right? You recall the mysterious dream. It's maybe a time for contemplation and action. That is what Igor said, but... Alright, let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
That's probably why the last ending has him conclude that he's just going to go back to his own world. It's a bit of an unsatisfying ending, but is at least a conclusive one.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts.
Office hours. Time move mobile.
Of all the victims, only 2 were killed, Miss Yamano the announcer and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them.
And we know from that cutscene that he was actually trying to save them, but that they weren't supposed to die, apparently. But why would he put them in the TV thinking that would save them
After
somehow?
that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
Yeah, likewise, he didn't really have a reason to kill Saki because she had already delivered the information to the police afterward. There was really nothing for him to gain anymore.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Yeah, like I said, he never told us what he was trying to save them from exactly.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
Maybe he doesn't understand what it is, but then how would he be able to transform into that mockery of a divine being?
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
Precisely. Also, Kanji looks pretty good with the zipped up coat.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too?
That's right, why would he refer to our party members as being saved if we failed to...
Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
Right, if actually killing people is saving them, should be sad that he failed.
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
And Nanako was dead at that time, as far as we knew.
Maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
No, Chie, you have the right of it. He doesn't realize that people can be killed from that. It's possible he didn't realize that people could be killed from that, and that might also mean he doesn't understand the full world and its implications.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right?
Supposedly.
Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them.
Indeed.
Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame? Could there be something that proves this possibility? Namatame's diary is a bit too obvious because it seems like the warning letter. Oh, that's right, the letter. The warning
letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
He said to stop saving people, but why would he ask us to stop if he seems to be okay with us not dying in the end?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall the first said, "Don't rescue anymore," and the second said, "If you don't stop, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kinda odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, "Don't rescue or kill"?
Precisely. None of these match what Namatame thinks that he's doing.
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, "I'll put in and kill"?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame did not write it.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
In other words, if there really is someone involved, then they must be the one controlling the Midnight Channel, or at least who appears on it.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
That's right. So, that person's delivering the information to the Midnight Channel, who in turn is delivering it to Namatame, who in turn would throw people in the TV, thinking, oh, okay, this is how we save them from whatever he thinks they're saving them from.
Someone else wrote it. That could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So, Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed.
Everything we knew was wrong. Welcome to Shin Megami Tensei.
In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first 2 cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Yeah, someone else was pulling the strings.
Someone else? Then...
I had an inkling this might be the case from the first time when he said the Midnight Channel tells him who to save, quote-unquote. And that means, however that appears there, whatever's causing them to show up on the Midnight Channel, that is what's giving Namatame the information, which means someone's been manipulating him to do this, and possibly even might have told him that doing so saves their life.
Wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together, take another step toward the truth. Seekers of truth.
How, though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
To you, yes, but to us, it's everything.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
Well, I suppose when the only competent officer is missing in action, there's not much else you can do.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case, and to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who'd you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Ah, so he didn't start murdering until he threw Yukiko in first. What should you ask him? For you, is saving the same as killing people? No, it's not.
No. If nobody saves them,
they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
What should you ask him? Did you kill those 2 girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first 2 victims?
That's right.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
What you ask him? But why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
What you ask him? Who killed the... Do you know who killed the first 2?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
What should you ask him? Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
As suspected, he didn't write them. Also, my theory that Namatame was being given the information from the killer, that's still potentially true, but wasn't a direct thing. The killer didn't say, "Oh, look at these." No, he found out on his own and has been acting there since. And if Yukiko was the first person tossed.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Yeah.
All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that
didn't help either.
Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on.
Clearly need to hydrate. I was going to, but then I got distracted because I didn't realize we were so close to an ending tonight.
I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water.
Exactly what happened to the protagonist at the start of the game. Ima.
I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
Oh, that actually did happen to us, but if you remember, because the TV in our room is so tiny, we couldn't fit, and so our head got stuck for a little bit.
I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi?
Insert the sending out an SOS song, but I can't play it because Twitch won't like that.
I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated.
Yeah, easy to see why.
Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful.
Reminiscing Namatame.
But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business, I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again, and I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered.
I see, so we didn't understand what it was exactly.
Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind.
I see.
Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
See, so this was just a happy accident for the killer.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
While we're here, could you explain how you turned into that giant monster thing?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
That's right, we can only go in and out naturally now because of our personas, but before then...
No.
Well, Teddy had to do it.
That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See ya? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Juness?
So here's that mysterious guy at Juness.
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
That actually does explain how he turned to that monster form, all of his doubts and, it meant his shadow he did merge with his shadow self to some extent, I guess, because all of his doubts and questions manifested.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power.
Does this mean we can recruit him? Maybe we can have his persona help us.
I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them.
What's done is done. We have to move forward.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger.
Well, that doesn't change that you're not a murderer,
I'm sorry.
at least. Kidnapping and
The
stuff is still
Midnight
bad,
Channel
but
and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
that's true. Even the only reason we have any knowledge whatsoever of that other world is because we had Teddy to help us explain certain parts of it.
We must apologize to you as well.
He never had someone like Teddy to explain him its inner workings.
Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
And whoever was responsible for that never did it again. But instead, they still delivered information to Midnight Channel. Yes, I'm sure after the first one, whoever the mastermind was, they were able to shove it. If he started shoving it for them, they decided, oh fine, we'll just let him do it for us. This will be for me. This will be even easier. To take another step towards the truth. Seekers of truth. Judgment.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Oh, don't worry, we don't need to come back anymore.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out.
Well, to be fair, they weren't exactly much help when when the case was still open for them, so I don't think anything has really changed.
Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents, and see if we can turn up fresh details.
Alright, we're gonna reopen the case, restart the class trial. Well, we're gonna get this done.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
Unfortunately, that is highly likely, but...
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. people might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it.
I really hope you're right there, Yosuke.
Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
Oh yeah, first chance I get, I'm definitely gonna save and call the stream because I'm really
I hope
tired.
we can find out something about Teddy, too.
The fact he's rank 9 implies to me that when we find him next, he's gonna have his own epiphany and hit rank 10. Tomorrow you'll be going out to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the truth? We decide to go home early and get some rest. Right, I already have this one over here, right? Okay, yeah, if I ever need one of the bad endings, I can go there, but for now, we have officially made progress. And I'm gonna officially call the stream now, because I went a bit further than I was I streamed for a bit longer than I was expecting. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, if you need proof that I am falling asleep, that's for sure that's proof right there. Alright, well, we've managed to both get the bad ending as well as confirm that indeed there's a lot more that we still need to discover. Alright, until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I do save my VODs for as long as Twitch allows, so if you ever need them, they'll be there. Thank you, and I'll next time. While we're here, some friends are coercing me to play some with them, so if I get a chance to stream tomorrow night, it may actually be a multiplayer game with friends, but don't worry, I'll make sure we'll get back to Persona 4 on Friday or Saturday. After all, we got a mystery to solve, and things have only gotten much more interesting since tonight started. Alright, thank you, and I'll see you next time.